I think we're live.
We live!
I hope we're live. Hello. Hey, there's a chat that says hi. Oh wait, that's from Emmy.
Oh, that's me. That's just me.
No, we're live. We're live.
Oh, we're live. There's High Prom. There's
Hey. There we go.
Oh my god, our favorite viewer, Stream Elements.
Yeah, and Seribot, let's go. We always could trust on Seribot to come on through with this one, man.
Yeah.
They're very loyal.
Absolutely. The loyalist of the loyals out there. We stand. How is everyone doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, one and all, welcome to another fun-filled session of the PokéPod Masters podcast. Here with us, we got a wonderful cast of peeps here. We got my buddy Emmy. We got my buddy TSS.
No.
We got our pal Cosmic chilling over here in the couch.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm by myself. I'm like Dane.
now you've taken Dane's position, essentially.
Well, I thought I was going to have a guest.
Well, no,
Apparently I
she's
don't.
arriving a little late. You just understand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's just
She's taking the Corvette.
Yeah, you got special treatments and shit. She's that kind of diva. For some odd reason.
Oh?
Yeah, don't you know? She acts so Gucci like that. I think that's the term they say nowadays.
You like that?
Gucci like, yeah, exactly. Bling bling, dollar bills, yo. Yeah,
Oh my god, she's like
Bling,
Kesha.
Oh my god.
waking
TikTok.
up in the morning feeling like P.
Feeling
Diddy
like P.
kind of shit.
Wake up in the morning.
Can we get a Sergi art of that, please?
Just waking up in the morning feeling
In the
like
morning.
What do we need Cosmic with like the freaking Cali messy hair? I mean, do we need that?
Yes, that's me every day. You want me to just take a picture first thing in the morning?
Just put all your hair to one side. There you go.
it's like, God damn, what happened? I woke up. Oh.
Also,
It's
where's
the
my
morning.
training partner? No Pikachu or no like Ruby? What happened? Or Ruby?
Oh
sorry.
no, Pikachu exploded somewhere around the line.
What?
So yeah.
What do you mean? I didn't train him that hard.
Yeah, it just blew up eventually, and that's all we know of it so far.
You
went
could have
straight
just
to
told
your
me you put in
side.
his 2 weeks. Why did you tell me that? Oh,
See, that would have been the right answer.
oh,
Yeah, we don't do that.
oh, that's so sad. Oh,
Pop
that's so
like
sad.
a helium balloon.
Oh, it's awful. Order number 5.
Order number 5. Oh lordy. All right, let's see if the couch works now. There we go. No, there you go.
Hey, Tyrone.
Oh my god. There's a bunny next to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, she arrived.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
thank you, Ty, for the subscription with Amazon Prime. Much
Oh my God,
appreciated.
Ty.
There we go. Now you got your buddy there.
Oh my god.
Thank you for the
Guys, I'm saying this
41
to
months.
royalty.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's Bella.
Yeah, there you go. Now you got your friend
my
Bella
God.
with you.
Bella, I missed you. You're my favorite.
Bella. Oh.
What? Bella, don't tell Emmy, but you're my
Sounds
favorite.
like my brain.
Oh, Lord. Well, first of all, let's say hello to Tyrone over here. How you doing, buddy? Clearly, you're having a very energetic night.
I don't know. When I hopped in here, Cosmic said hi, Bella, and my brain was like, okay, figure something out.
And your first words were...
Bella,
We never got confirmation as to what Bella sounds like. What if Bella sounds like a very intelligent 37-year-old woman that's like, I'm here to tell you all about the plans.
I was picturing a valley girl.
Hey, girl. That's
That
what
looks
I got.
She's a gal, so I mean, she is like that, so...
I want to make her a TikTok channel, and all she's gonna do is dance.
Cosmic Vengeance _ you need to listen to me very carefully. The plans are under your desk. Whatever you do, don't look conspicuous. Just weird.
Bella, please don't make me a spy.
Quick, let's go!
I have no coordination.
I said let's go!
Cosmic.
Oh,
Oh, lordy.
Shoot me, not shoot me.
Let's talk about economic finances now, it says Bella. Like, what the fuck? That has nothing to do with your character, but we appreciate it. We need Pokedex entries for Bella and Ruby. Absolutely.
Yes!
What numbers would they even be is the question.
5.
KG, Pokemon Scarlet. He guides people to the PokéPod so they can leave.
He guides them there, then proceeds to tell him to leave. Like the fuck. Oh lordy. But I hope everyone's hearing us loud and clear. Chat, if you guys can hear us, please let us know if everything sounds all okie dokie artichoke, and we can continue on from there. We got a lot of shenanigans to cover tonight, so without any more dilly-dally, let's go and jump right into it, I believe.
Yes.
So first off, hopefully everybody's week has been going well. It's been an interesting week, given that a lot of things dropped during the previous week, such as the latest Nintendo Direct, the Pokemon Best of the Best of the Best of the Best of the Best, as well as other miscellaneous things to present in this stream for tonight. However, before we do continue on any further, I do believe it is at least a little appropriate to go ahead and try sharing something with you all real quick, because tomorrow is going to be a very momentous occasion for fans out there. It's Valentine's Day, don't you know?
It's OD on Chocolate Day.
Oh no, what happened? But yes, happy Palentine's Day, everybody. Hopefully everyone continues to stay a pal and they get to be together and all.
It's not just Palentine's. It's not.
What is
the
it,
other
buddy?
Wait, Palestine? Like what?
No,
Is that
Palentine's.
that's an agglomeration of two words that should not be put together.
I just called it Best Friends Day. Happy
Best friends forever.
Day, guys.
Best friends
Best
forever.
friends.
Friends.
Why y'all making days to cover up the fact that y'all ain't got no peoples today? Like,
No,
I got
okay,
people's
first
just
of
on
all,
vacation.
it's not just
what
us.
is yo ass lonely day? Like,
No, it's not just us. Okay, today is Galentine's Day, so shout out to all the ladies and the lady viewers, the lady watchers. It is our day. You don't need no man. You don't need no anybody. You just need your lady girl boss friends.
Given in your life.
Listen, you had your day. It was yesterday. Yesterday was Valentine's Day.
That's worse.
Well, I can't help you with that.
You didn't even announce that it was Valentine's Day.
I thought it was
That's
Smash
because
Bros.
you guys were
Sunday.
distracted by the Super Bowl.
Oh no, that was because. Oh, is that why it's Valentine's Day? Because it comes right before on the Super Bowl.
No, it's always February 12th. It just happened to fall on the Super Bowl.
I thought it was Smash Bros. Sunday because I kept seeing big battlefield everywhere.
Oh yeah, Rihanna doing Final Destination, no items.
Rihanna doing her best Zentrea impression.
She's pregnante? That's seriously crazy. I love that was the trending thing yesterday.
I saw that one too, where Rihanna opens up and it shows the platforms. It goes 3, 2,
1.
Oh, and then like Donkey Kong and Kirby. Pikachu!
Oh lordy.
Yeah!
Happy Valentine's Day. Yay.
Yeah, happy Galentine's Day, Palentine's Day, Valentine's Day.
Best Friends Day.
Yeah, we got a lot of days happening. But none of that matters for tonight because we have to.
Best Friends Day is actually a very special day. It's going to be the day that we go to Canada.
Oh my god!
It's June 8th.
Really?
Yo, let's go.
That's not even remotely true.
It is. It really is. It's June 8th.
Next week
Best
is
Friends
not
Day.
June 8th.
That she
never
didn't say
saying
next
that.
week.
She didn't say that.
We didn't
She didn't say that.
Oh, I thought she said next week.
No, there's a lot of other things coming up, she said.
Wait, why you bring up June 8th in fucking February?
Because they mentioned Best Friends Day, and I was
mentioned
telling them what the
Best
actual
Friends Day.
day was. But it's the day that we're going to Canada. By the way, KG and I are going to Canada.
Yeah, we're going to Canada.
Yeah,
These two
they're
also.
coming to visit me.
Why are we excluding me? I'm going.
Because you
to
guys
Canada.
haven't said yes. You guys said
Of course,
maybe.
I'm going to fucking Canada.
Oh,
Where was the confirmation?
Yeah, we've been waiting.
Fucking talked about it. I even filled out the passport and everything.
Oh, well, you didn't tell us.
I'm gonna go back and find it. Fuck y'all.
Okay.
Speaking of going away, 6 days, 6 nights from tonight, I am going to be on an airplane.
And
Happy
buddy,
almost TSS in Japan Day.
absolutely.
Yay.
And of course, once again, buddy, just want to remind you to have yourself a safe and fun trip there, okay?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, have
Yeah,
fun, TSS.
have fun,
If
buddy.
you see a Pikachu, please wave
Punch
at
it.
it for me. No!
Punch it? What the? You want me to get fucking deported? Like what? No. I know exactly what's gonna fucking happen. What's gonna happen is the second that I get to my hotel, my friend from Edmonton likes to freaking buy random shit off of Amazon JP and leave it in my fucking hotel, which means it's gonna be like fucking Christmas when I arrive.
Woo! Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Now, before we do actually begin tonight's session with the Nintendo Direct discussion, let me go ahead. Huh?
Check this
Yes.
out. February 8th, Terrell even says, I think Tyrone is planning for Canada.
No. See, but Terrell
that's not
is
a confirmation.
saying, yeah,
Terrell
Terrell
is
is
not
speaking for you.
Tyrone.
I never knew that.
Is Terrell Tyrone?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Well,
you
not
both
coming out of
said with
Tyrone's mouth.
I already said I was gonna go,
Yeah,
bruh.
but you never told us.
I
We've
did.
just been under the assumption you were going.
I'm done. You know what? I'm gonna
Did
go
you
to
sign
Canada.
the contract, the
And
one that Cosmic sent out?
And when I go, I'm gonna do different shit than y'all, and I'm gonna look. Who's the most famous popping person in Canada?
Justin
Group.
Bieber?
No,
Ah,
no, 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 no,
never
no, no,
mind.
no, 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 no.
Celine, what? Celine Dion? Josh
Yeah.
Groban?
Never mind.
Lulu.
Avril
Fuck, I'm just
Lavigne?
hang out. Never mind. Canada's boring as fuck. I'm gonna just
Crony?
hang out with y'all.
Crony, Crony. Let's go to Crony. But I think she lives in Western Canada. She doesn't live in Eastern Canada.
Never
Well,
mind.
it's in Canada in general. That's all.
It's not in
Never-
Canada. Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go
Crony.
with. I'm gonna hang out with you guys. I didn't realize Canada was boring as fuck.
What do you mean
Well,
it's not always snowing
Well,
all the time?
you could go. You could go to Nunavut and fuck off with the Canadian Eskimos or whatever.
Oh my god.
We're just kidding, by the way.
Oh Lord! All right, so let's go show off this nice little piece of the month, ladies and gentlemen, because it's actually appropriate given the day after this session is going to be Valentine's Day. So we have this lovely piece commissioned by our friend Sergi, aka Sergi Romero, who made this amazing art piece of our buddies here, of our buddy Emmy and Polly over here baking a delicious sweet. And you can see all the various cookies based off different Pokemon that belong to the various peeps here. You see the Poliwhirl, the Pikachu, the Zoroark, the Dedenne, the Raichus. You get to see a bunch of various little cute little creatures right around here. So yeah, it's a nice little tribute piece, and we really hope everybody enjoys this one. You can expect to see the full art piece over at the PokéPod Twitter account later after this session as well. And I wonder what that cake in the middle is supposed to be about.
Cake so badly.
I just love this so much.
Oh, my heart.
So once again, massive respects and thanks to our buddy Sergi, aka Sergi Romero, on Twitter and on Instagram. You can go and check him out over there. I believe is Sergi Romero Art, I think, on Instagram, if I'm correct. So you can go check him out there.
yeah.
And you can also check him out on Twitter at Sergi Romero as well. Make sure to go ahead, follow him, give him his likes and shares and all that stuff, and enjoy his artworks. So yeah, that's going to be the piece of this month. We hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, that's all I have to say on that front. So I hope Emmy and Polly enjoyed this piece for the month. I think she
Yeah, I
enjoyed it.
did.
Fine.
It's so cute.
Yeah, she finally got a baking piece.
Yeah, we got a baking piece. It's so look, Polly's mixing. Oh,
The Baconator.
There's actually a nice little reference with Polly's design, actually.
it's Burgundy's.
Yeah, it's Burgundy's, exactly.
Yeah.
Sergi
I love
always
it.
knows how to come up with some creative ideas behind some of the designs
Is it-
here.
wait,
Is it
did
the
she not
backgrounds
pick
of
that?
Paul?
Huh?
I thought she would. I thought she would have requested that, like to be in Burgundy's outfit.
No, well, she didn't know about the whole
Didn't know about this,
the
so, yeah.
Valentine's thing. With, like it being a part of the Google spreadsheets thingy, Bob, that I gave you guys a while ago, which I hope everybody already completed by now.
It wasn't English.
I think we all did.
Yeah, okay. I listened. It was Spanglish, and that's just how it is.
Yes,
wasn't
in
English.
Spanish.
It was
Yeah.
not Spanglish.
See?
Oi.
He said, thank you, my Bob.
The whatchamacalls it.
I'm not even gonna entertain that.
Now, let's entertain something else instead. Let's entertain the Pokemon anime real quick. Before we jump into the Pokemon anime episode, let's go take a second to talk about the Pokemon anime big release that they had.
Boy!
So, just to let people know, in February, there was this official release by, well, the peeps at Pokemon, and they decided to release an album called the Pokemon Best of Best of Best, which is supposed to take 25 plus years of Pokemon anime songs and have it all together in one compilation album. As well as if you also manage to pre-order the limited edition version of it, would get your hands on a Blu-ray or the DVD version that would include the creditless and textless versions of openings/ending songs of the Pokemon Anime Series. However, there is a catch to that Blu-ray/DVD part, which we have to talk about in a bit.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there is a huge catch. Get to this, in fact. So the big catch about that, we'll speak of it in a minute. But the other thing is just now for fans in the modern era, you guys have an opportunity to get your hands on all of the Pokemon anime songs. Well, at least 90% of it in one album, because a lot of the different version exclusives or variations of certain opening songs are not included in this mix. Unfortunately, for example, if you guys enjoyed the remixes of High Touch, the one that was used in the Arceus movie, which then got used in one of the opening portions in the Diamond and Pearl series, that's not in there. Or Psycho Every Day, the band version, is not there as well. I don't think the Chronicles opening is in there too, if I'm correct.
Oh, man.
No. Anataro Shikai is not there because technically it's not part of the mainstream anime. Also, folks out there, once again, and they have been doing this shit since Perfect Best 1, they put the wrong version of Glory Day on the album.
All right. Yeah, so this is something you wanted to address a while ago because you were also kind of curious about this. Exactly what's going on with the Perfect Best of the Best of the Best, with Glory Day specifically.
Okay, so, all right. First, we're going to talk about the music here. So, in terms of completeness for the albums, once again, the thing is, for Glory Day, TPC has made the mistake since the very beginning of putting the wrong version of Glory Day in their compilation albums. The version that is used on the anime is actually Glory Day Power Mix version, and I have mentioned this on the program in the past, that in the anime and the anime endings itself, because we have 3 versions of Glory Day, all of them are labeled as Glory Day. Let's see, Kagayaku Sono Hi, that's Shining Day, but they do not list it as the Power Mix version. The Power Mix version has many different differences. One of them being that there is no acoustic guitar in the mix, and also the solo is done via French horns and brass as opposed to synthesizers in the original version. However, though, the only way that you can get the Glory Day Power Mix version, which was featured on the anime, is to buy the original Glory Day, the Glory Day EP. Every single best of collection afterwards uses the acoustic version, the one with the acoustic guitars, which is the incorrect version. So then, on top of that, there is a discrepancy here because apparently there was a misprint on various websites saying that MPM with my friends and Mite Mite Kochichi is not on the digital version of the album, while Mizase Pokemon Master with my friends is on both versions, because originally I think MPM with my friends was not listed as on the CD, but it actually was. So it's kind of a weird anomaly. But that's on the CD side. The CD side is still worth getting because it does have pretty much all of the openings and endings. Now let's go to the video, because this right here is the biggest problem. So, okay, so I'm going to preface this section by saying there are 3 different there are three different sayings that I would say, like categories of videos in this category. There are what we like to call creditless, then there is textless, and then there is logoless. Okay, creditless, or as I would say, no credit, is the versions of the openings and endings with no credits for the episode. However, it still has the karaoke on the bottom. Textless, or non-teleop, as they call it in Japanese, they have they have absolutely no text on the screen at all. And then the third category, which is very rare, and we only have one instance of this, is called logoless, which means that there's absolutely no text and no logos used in the opening or ending at all. So let's begin at the beginning here. So out of all of the releases, we have these releases from the Pocket Monster series. We have Perfect Best 1, which is 1997 to 2004. We have Perfect Best 2, which is 2003 to 2006. We have the Pokemon TV Anime Song Best, which is 1997 to 2007. And then we have the Coco Music Collection, which came out about 3 years ago. And then we have the PM 2019 collection, which came out a few months ago, back in November, I believe, or October. And then we have the Best of Best of Best. Now, out of all of those versions, here's what we have. So in the Best of Best of Best, however, I'm going to call out Dogasu on this, and I don't usually do this, but I have to call him out. There are some inaccuracies in what he has said. So going to his website here, so Mizase Pokemon Master on the Blu-ray and the DVD of Best of Best of Best is not the same version that is on the textless version that is on Perfect Best 1. On Perfect Best 1, they have a version that I like to call version 1.2. Now there are 4 different versions of Mizase Pokemon Master. Episodes 1 and 2 have the Foodine era, or basically the Alakazam era, where so basically the intro has, if anybody has seen the original version of intro, where the spinning type orbs are hand drawn, but in this version of the opening, in the original version that aired on episodes 1 and 2, the orbs stop when the logo comes into play. And then there's a shimmering around the logo that is much more pronounced than later versions. And then on the Pokemon screens where they're showing them in fast succession, they accidentally put Kadabra instead of Alakazam in that place. Then there is a version 1.1 which aired only on episode 3, which has the same beginning intro pattern. And then they fix the Kadabra to Alakazam. They fix that. Then from episode 4 to Porygon, there is version 1.2, which is the final revision of the spinning orbs. So in this version of the opening, the spinning orbs continue to spin after the logo comes into play, but has a less of a shimmering effect on the logo at the beginning. And then it has the single screens. Then after Porygon, from episode 39 onwards, they transformed the intro into orbs that are type orbs that are made out of CG. So it's a CG animation with a different background. It's kind of like an aqua background, like a multicolored background. So they completely changed that, and then they changed the Pokemon on the screen to a 4-way split screen, and that is called version 2. Now that version we got for the very first time textless on the Best of Best of Best collection. So that's the first difference. Okay. The second one, Rival. Rival for the very first time on the Best of Best collection is completely textless. So that is great. However, though, I want to also say that Dogasu was actually wrong here. All of the openings, with the exception of I believe it was Alola and then the PM 2019 openings, there are in progressive scan. However, and those are in progressive scan, while the other openings are actually 1080i. All of them, including the standard definition openings, those are 1080i. Okay, so then we have Spurt. Now, here's the kicker. This version of Spurt with the textless is not the first release of this particular song. This particular version of Spurt was on the Deoxys Crisis AG DVD that was available for retail back in 2005. So this is not a new thing. This was originally on the Deoxys Crisis AG DVD as a non-tele-op special, a special feature. Now, with that being said, that Deoxys DVD also had a version, had the version 3 of Glory Day textless as well, and also videoless. It was actually just the background animation with because in the anime, for version 3, they would overlay a 4x3 screen on the left side of it, where you can actually see like the episode screenshot, well, the episode video. And this one does not have it. So they left that off of this collection, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. They actually had it. So, and then we get to Together. Okay, that once again, Together, it is completely textless. That is something new. So once again, from this point onward, everything is new. High Touch is the 4x3 one, which is technically like the first few, like one of the first versions of it, and not the high definition one. And I want to say that I think the reasoning behind all of this is perhaps that these were the only ones that were created. These were the only versions that were created with textless. However, though, there is some exception later on. Psycho Everyday is the first version, and it's the version that is not the banned version, but that's what we get. Best Wishes, however, is a weird anomaly because this is the final revision of Best Wishes. That is the contrary of Perfect Best 2 and then 1997 to 2007, where you have things like Battle Frontier being the very first revision. So that was a weird design choice, but I think that's probably the only version that they had textless. However, though, it's not completely textless because there still is the beginning text at the start where it has the whole spiel about Satoshi and his journey and stuff. So that was one of the only openings here that has text in it. But other than that, there's no text in the bulk of the opening or credits or karaoke. Okay, then we have Mite Mite Kochichi, once again, first time for that. Sakura Go Round, once again, first time. Teo Tsunago, first time. Then Volt, Megavolt, Get a Bon Bon, Dori Dori, both the Shokotan version and the Serena version are on here.
Really?
Yes. Galga All Stars, again, same X, Y, and Z. Yeah.
Then, damn, I'm surprised you don't like the opening number.
And then all of the
All-Stars.
Oh no, you said glach during when he said X, Y,
so
and Z.
so X, Y, so yeah, so all
All-Stars.
I know. I was just referring to the
all
delay.
the X, Y. So basically all the X, Y, Z endings are here. So Puni-chan no Uta, Rocket Danka, the Dori Dori, Serena version.
One.
The Pikachu.
Yeah, the Kira, and then the Pikagasm, and then Not No Ballad, and then yes, the Pikagasm. So then we go on to Sun and Moon. So this is where it starts to get interesting because some of the like the Alola is in 24p, so it's progressive. This is the first version because there's two different versions of Alola, but there's only one. The first one is on the disc. Then we go back to 1080i for Mizase Pokemon Master 20th anniversary for some reason. Now here is the kicker. So I found a very weird anomaly on Midai Connection because it is completely textless. However, though, it is literally ripped from SM61, the one where Buzzwole was in. Because if you listen very closely at the very beginning, there is audio bleed over of like a star sound, and that is when Buzzwole goes through the fucking hole at the beginning with the star sound. You hear that. It bleeds into the actual video. So that's one thing that Dogasa did not mention on his site. And then we have Kimi no Boken. Now, Kimi no Boken is a very interesting
I
anomaly
hate this one so much, bro.
because
okay,
because it's the first one, but this is a creditless version. But this is not. I'm sorry, this is a textless version. But the one on the Coco collection is logoless.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's really well. I guess it's another version to have now, essentially. However,
Yes.
I'm pissed off with this one out of all of them because for some reason, and this is my biggest gripe with this collection, they're just random. Like if they were all based off the first versions, then okay, at least there's a consistency behind that. But there are just random ass choices behind which versions of the openings they decide to go with. Because, you know, you said before, like sometimes they usually go with the beginning because those tend to have the creditless or textless versions of it. And that kind of makes sense. But then why the hell do other episodes or other openings have some that are based off the final versions of the cut and then
Yeah.
others in the middle of the series when it's like in
Yeah.
between updates?
Mhm.
And just some just straight up the beginning when there's clearly the updated version at the end that you could have used. Like Kimi no
Right.
Boken could have used the final version that would have had Incineroar, Melmetal, all the fully evolved Pokemon. And instead the first one we get is the one with the Eevee.
Yes.
And I still like that version, but I still prefer the updated version because that's
Yeah.
the whole point. Like I feel like the best of the best of the best should have all been their final revisions rather than their
Right.
first ones, because I think that's
Right.
the most important thing is like you're seeing all of the updated versions now intact.
And what's weird, and what's really weird is that the Coco music collection had both versions of both Pose and Jolly Boy Jolly Girl. Well, only the first versions are on this collection, which doesn't make any sense to me. Also, the Cocodola Note is the fourth version, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Like what? And then Type Wild is the video, the music video that was on the Coco Music Collection,
And
also on
that's
YouTube.
the most aggravating one of them all, bro. It's not the creditless version of the actual ending that was paying an homage to the original time. No, the music video that was in the Shoko Nakagawa release of the Type Wild and the movie 22
Single.
remake song. They use a music video for that. If you go watch Felipe's or Felipe, is it Felipe? On his YouTube channel, he has the Sun and Moon video. That's the one they use.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean
Yep.
you're using this one and not the one that's actually from the show itself? That's the most. Oh my god, this collection.
So
continues to piss me off.
what happened? So probably what happened here was that they never made a textless version of that. They never made a textless version of Type Wild, and that's probably why they did that. Because here's the thing, me and the staff sat down for a little bit and we thought about this. So I think most of the reasons why most of the early stuff isn't included is probably because one, the textless versions were never made for them, although that's bullshit because version 1.2 of Mizatsu Pokemon Master was made and it should have been fucking there, but it's nice to see version 2 on there anyway. There might have been licensing problems with that because I think that's probably the reason why we didn't have Glory Day, even though the damn thing exists because they have fucking Spurt. And probably just the fact that maybe they lost the Masters, or who knows? They might have misplaced it and couldn't find it. Also,
that would piss me the fuck off.
Okay. So here's the other thing. So the rest of this collection is virtually identical to the one that was released about 4 months ago. So you have all the versions of 1, 2, 3. You have the full version of Shiritori, and then Batsugun Type. But those, yeah. So, and then, so hold on a minute. So, hold on a minute. Hold on. Dogasu got this wrong again. So, all right. So, Mizaze Pokemon Master with my friends is not on the disc. So, I don't know why the hell he's saying this because it's not on the disc.
I think the one that he's referring. Oh wait, it shows here disc 8 shows.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but the I'm talking about the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray does not have it. I do not know why he says it's on the disc. It is not on the disc.
It's weird because if you look at the bottom one where it shows the 8 CDs and DVD, he clearly listed correctly by saying it contains the 7 theme songs on both of them. But
yeah, but unfortunately, no.
I'm not sure.
That is incorrect.
That's in the digital release, right? That you get.
No, well, no, it's not even on the digital release because essentially this is like. Because I'm looking through this like right now. So let me just see.
Because
so they do have it. Okay. So they have it as a different track, which is kind of fucking weird because everything else is on one track.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is not. So because everything all the rest of the openings are actually on 15 or in a 15 gigabyte TS file. The other one is a separate one, so it's NPM with my friends. I thought originally they didn't have it on there, but this has to be amended because it's actually a separate video track. It's very weird. So, but anyway, so here's what's not on the collection. So you have all that stuff, but here's the thing. So my recommendation for you guys is if you want the exact like total like tonality of release. Here, you need to get 3 CD. You need to get 3 discs. You need to get Perfect Best 1 DVD. You need to get 1997 to 2007 TV Song Best, and you need to get this Best of Best. The reason why is for example, like Kimi no Soba De. Actually, wait, Kimi no Soba De is not even on this fucking collection. The fuck? Like Kimi no Soba, they had like 3 versions of it. You had the regular version, you had the pop-up version, and you had the DJ Clue Christmas version. DJ Clue Salvation Army Christmas Band version.
Is the first version they have. Yeah, they show here Kimi no Soba that has the first version of it, not the updated versions.
Right, but I'm talking about on the video.
Oh, on the video, yeah.
On the Blu-ray, they don't have it.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, if you guys are a big fan of the original series, you guys got cucked so bad. If you're fans of AG, you guys got cucked so bad. If you guys are fans of DP, you guys got demolished. Best wishes. Yeah. You got weird choices. X and Y, yours are there, but they're not the final revisions of them. The Sun and Moon one is also all over the place. And then 1, 2, and 3s with the Journey series are various versions of it too. It's one based off the final, one based off the middle, and one actually on the end. So,
right. I mean, but those as I mentioned, those are identical to the last release.
Yeah.
So so all the extra. So if you want the most complete, you have to buy Perfect Best 1, 1997 to 2007, and then the Best of Best of Best.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, if you want the right version of Glory Day, you have to buy the Glory Day fucking EP. That is bullshit. But I will give this collection an 8.2 out of 10 because even though it's missing a lot, considering that it does have 1080i, that means you can actually encode the openings and endings at the correct frame rate. So because some of the openings from like DP, for example, are VFR, so you can actually do that. So, but in any case, musically, it's not complete. Visually, it's not complete. But as far as SME releases go, this is their best release, unfortunately.
I hate that. Okay. Why do we have to say unfortunately after the best release yet?
Yeah, because it's not complete.
I know. I hate it. I really wish they had the final versions. X and Y, the version for X and Y, in case you guys are curious about that one, or X, Y, and Z's opening, the one they have is the version with Noibat rather than Noivern.
Yes.
And it doesn't have the one with Bonnie, looking towards the giant Zygarde going up against the statue and all that. They have the first version of it. What was it? Mega Vault? I think there was only one version of that really. Get the Bun Bun is the one that features Serena's updated design, and if I recall correctly, and I think it's based off one of the final versions of it, or at least the closest to the final version. Because I think I don't think Noibat was there as of yet. So
No.
yeah, so there's just some weird choices, really, really weird choices that they have for this one. So I don't know what to say to that. It's just I want to be happy with it, but at the same time, it's just so picky. It's really picky. It's very picky with what they think is the perfect choices for this collection. Well, at least if you guys want to listen to all the songs now, you guys got this album. If you can even get your hands on it.
Well, no, because here's the thing. So here's the kicker. SME has announced that there's going to be a third print press of this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the third print press that they're going to have for like the month of March into April, because it's been selling out like hotcakes. But the thing is,
they even said the third version is sold out too, I think, already.
Yeah, so that means they're probably going to do a fucking fourth print. So it's like, what the fuck?
So you're saying that the Pokemon Anime OST from Best Wishes and onward has a chance now, right? Of the limited version? I don't. Yeah. Is it the limited version that's selling out like hotcakes?
Well, yeah, because that's the one with the discs.
Yeah, that is true. Also, I hate that packaging so much. So, Polly addressed this a while ago, and Cosmic earlier as well had just discovered this herself recently, because both I and her got the mail. So back when this thing was announced, initially this thing was supposed to release as just a nice bundle, right? And then we got the full design of the package. And for some reason they thought, yo, let's just make it one giant ass like vinyl record kind of thing, but all 9 discs are gonna be up front, and rather than the cute little box that they actually made for the standard CD release, which actually, in my opinion, looks better.
Mm-hmm.
And they instead went with the more fragile route, which could break at any point because of how thin it is.
Yeah.
And most importantly, because of how wide and huge it is, there's a huge increase in shipping now. I had to spend $80 extra, which was more than the actual release of the album in itself, to get that thing to come over here.
Yep.
God, I hate Pokemon so much, but I love it at the same time, so I can't say.
Well, I mean, I think the biggest problem is the dimensions.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. They just made this giant ass square thing, and they said, "Yeah, we're just gonna make it as inconvenient as possible for those who want to import this shit out into the west side." And we're like, "Oh well, I guess that's a thing." Can't say much on that. It's a thing. So there you go, ladies and gents. All right. Well. Yep. There's your score from TSS. You gave it an 8.2. I give it a solid. I'm not sure yet because of the fact that I haven't received my copy just yet. So I only just care about getting my hands on the Blu-ray contents. So if anybody has their hands on the files, please send it to me so I can at least look at it while I wait for my shit to arrive. But in the meantime, though, let us now move on into the second topic for tonight. Why don't we?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about one thing from the latest Nintendo Direct that just went down in February
the 8th.
Oh my God. Yeah. You can do it.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I was thinking of the number. So on February 8th, they had a Nintendo Direct, a 40-minute presentation highlighting things that are supposed to be coming out within the first half of 2023. And surprisingly, they were actually committed to that. There were some titles that were, of course, coming out in the distant future with no official release date, but for the most part, a lot of the games that they presented were, in fact, really from 2023 in release dates, all the way till, I want to say, July, I believe, with some content already out as of right now. If you guys love Shadow Drops, you guys got a kick out of this presentation. Thank you so much, Navy, with the 2 gifties to the community. One for Lightning and one for Johan Royce. Thank you so much, Navy. Not the Navy. But we appreciate you, lad, for your support, buddy. Sincerely, we do. Thank you so much, buddy. So, let us continue. So, yes, this Nintendo Direct presentation can be summarized with 2 words. Remasters and released, as in they just got released on the day of that presentation. That's what happened in this direct. If you guys have loved various games from the past, this was the direct for you. Let's take a look. Baten Kaitos, the HD remasterings. Etrian Odyssey 1, 2, and 3 remastering. Metroid Prime 1 remastering. The Nintendo Game Boy and the Game Boy Advanced Online. Same thing as well. Drop that day. Those are classics brought back to the modern era. Let's see what else was there that was also around the same time of remasterings. I'm pretty sure there was a shit ton more that I can't think off the top of my head. But there were also some revivals of some classics. So like Samba was also there. Samba de Amigo, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
There was Splatoon and the DLC. There was Pikmin 4. There was Style Savvy 5. And this is something I want to address real quick. So it's not called Style Savvy 5, but it is made by the same developers who made the Style Savvy series, in case you guys are wondering. I think they lost the licensing rights to the name of Style Savvy, so they had to work with a new name, which is what they call Fashion Design or Fashion Dream or something like that. So that's their
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so you must be very excited for that one, no?
Okay, everyone knows how much I love making like characters and designing stuff, and it's just that game, as soon as it went on and I saw it was made by Xseed, I was just like, I'm in. I'm 100% in. I buy all of Xseed's games. I'm like the biggest Xseed simp. I love them, and all of their games are really good. So yes, fashion designer, 100% buying it. I checked right after the direct and it was not up yet, but when it is up, I am pre-ordering it, and then I am gonna get it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it's looking to be a fun game. We have a bunch of other titles that were also released throughout the demo reel as well, such as the announcement of the Mega Man collection for Battle Network, Blanc, which is coming out later this week, amongst many, many other titles throughout this presentation. Of course, wrapping things up with
Konami Pro Baseball, 99 cents.
And here's the kicker too. If you guys are a big fan of a particular company titled Level 5, you probably had the biggest sense of joy with this presentation. Because, okay, to clarify for those who might not know, there was a time where Level 5 straight up said, we are just going to stop doing shit in the West. And they held, I think they literally closed down studios and stuff that were from here in the US and just in other countries, and tried to keep themselves consolidated in just their location in Japan, if I'm correct, for a while. That's why we never got titles like the Yokai Watch series that were available on the Nintendo Switch and other IPs from them in the West. So if you guys happen to be really big Level 5 fans, you guys got a huge overdose of them from this presentation. Deca Police. The Fantasy Life game, I believe, is also being worked on them by them.
So excited. I love Fantasy Life so much. It's such a good game.
I'm curious about that one. So it's made by Level 5, so I already know it's in good hands on that front. And then, of course, the big reveal at the end of that presentation, Professor Layton, after a decade of being gone from us, has finally returned with a brand new adventure. If you guys have ever played Professor Layton before, you know how big of a deal this is, especially knowing the ending of their games, and most importantly, where the spin-off series went off as well. So it is a monumental occasion for Layton fans out there. They are so excited, but they're also super freaking confused because they don't have any idea where the timeline would be for this particular game. And I hope that it is
at the end, right?
No, see, there's with the Professor Layton games, it's weird. Think of it like Star Wars, where they have three games that's a trilogy, and then the next trilogy happens to take place before the first trilogy. So like it's the Star Wars, the prequels and all that, and then the modern one, and then the future ones. So there's also a spin-off of Professor Layton based off the supposed daughter of Layton and her adventures, which takes place very far into the future. The anime, however, let me be clear though, there is a moment in the anime out of like 50 something episodes, only 5 episodes of it mattered. But like those 5 episodes are like some of the most what the hell, and yet oh my god, this is amazing sort of shit. So yeah, if you guys are big Layton fans, go watch those 5 episodes. And yeah, so I'm kind of curious. I really hope that the Layton game that's coming out actually takes place during the time that the daughter's actually around. I would love that, actually, because I think, you brought all these characters and continue to build this world. It kind of feel weird to just sort of regress back, to what it once was before. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what things go for this, but it is interesting to see a new Layton game coming out for the Nintendo Switch that will be dropping sometime in the distant future.
And once again, level 5, give us Yokai Watch 4++ and Yokai Watch 1 for Nintendo Switch. Thank you. Please, K, thanks.
I would be amazed if they actually go out of their way to do this, especially knowing the localization hell they'd have to go through with every single one of these yokai and shit. Like it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. It'll be really great, but it's gonna be really interesting to see.
Yokai Watch 4 is actually a really good game, and they should really localize it.
What about that other one? The one they had the spin-off for Yokai Watch. The one that had Gingira. What was the name of that show again? It's the one.
What?
The one where they were at school, and they were like these warriors.
Oh yeah, that's a Yokai Watch Y Academy. They will not do that.
Yeah.
But at least Yokai Watch 4, because it has multiple timelines. They need to port that. They need to localize that.
I hope so. We'll find out with that one. All right. So I know big Xenoblade fans are wanting us to talk about this for a bit. I was hoping that by the time we would discuss this, my buddy Day, there he is.
There he is.
So I was gonna eat supper before I got on here, but I couldn't figure out what to eat, so here I am.
Wait.
You had 45 minutes.
I did. I sat there for 45 minutes, like, what the fuck am I gonna eat? You know what? I decided on nothing.
I laid it on.
I literally sat at my freezer and I was like, I got some frozen spaghetti, which KG loves apparently.
I mean that's why you take out the twister spinner and you just
somebody touch my
Well, I had a shitty lunch too. I had some Chinese. I went uptown and got some Chinese at my local town here, and the Chinese restaurant has a buffet, and I got it to go. Unfortunately, I got it at the wrong time, and everything's shit and old. So,
God damn.
So I got home, I was like, this is not really edible. I'm just gonna.
So sad.
Yo, these edibles ain't shit.
Some.
Oh man. But first off, I really, because I don't have my Discord open, I didn't know if you were legitimately here or not yet. So it caught me off guard when I turned the couch and I was expecting it to be empty and your avatar was fucking there. I was losing
I'm on myself all night, aren't I? I think
You're full of surprises, buddy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to have you aboard, buddy.
Yeah. Somebody touch my spaghetti.
Yeah, so you came in at perfect time too. We're about to talk about the Xeno shits. So let's go and talk about
shits. Let's go.
Yeah, so you guys know how big I am a fan of the Xenoblade series, especially if you've seen my playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which, by the way, thank you for subscribing, Dill. Thank you for the 46 months. Much appreciated. All right, so Xenoblade, let's get back into it. This is a momentous occasion for Xenoblade fans, honestly, because it is, if you've played the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game and see certain plot elements that played out throughout the main storyline, you will learn something very interesting about some of the characters of the past and also the connections between the two worlds, because these aren't exactly what you would call timelines that exactly exist in the same universe. So what's happening with the DLC? Holy shit!
Fucking no, man.
What the DLC doing?
So
here's
okay, Dane. I'll let you take this one. You should have. This
I was just gonna say, I feel like when I saw this is immediately what I wanted from Xenoblade 3 to begin with. Was like, I wanted all wanted all the old people to come back. I mean, we don't even know if they're gonna come back at this point. It's probably just gonna be Shulk and Rex. if we get Pyra and Mithra at some point in the game, oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. I don't know how they're gonna look with the Xenoblade 3 designs because they're a lot more tame, with Xenoblade 3. I don't know. They're gonna put a fucking.
They're gonna give her a Smash outfit. There you go.
Well, I guess I don't want to really spoil, but we kind of feel like I already know what it's going to look like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, these guys already seen the ending, so they know what it is.
Okay,
but to
so
those
I guess we
who
can talk
haven't
about
seen it
yeah.
in the chat, though, that still might be a mystery for them.
Yeah, we know what they would look like. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
maybe,
exactly.
possibly. So, yeah, so that's exciting. Just Rex. What the fuck, man?
He was my homeboy since the beginning, and I'm loving that the internet has taken a vow to actually let people sign these letters of forgiveness to Rex.
Oh yeah,
which is so
like,
great.
oh man, we love Rex now. It's like, yeah, fucking, of course, I loved him from the beginning.
Yeah, no, listen, we need to make sure we scout out those Rex haters and actually see them truly become fans by having them sign saying that I apologize to Rex because of what I thought he was before, but in reality, this man is a true Giga Chad. He really did love all of them guys, bro. Holy shit.
I love all you guys. Yes, exactly.
Oh my lord.
He's dual wielding the Aegis swords, which is fucking awesome. Like that is the most badass thing he could have done, and he's doing it.
Yeah, he's pulling a Kingdom Hearts 2 in our lives, bro.
Yeah, he's literally fucking Roxas. I mean, he's just doing that
Rexus,
shit. Oh, it's so cool. Rexus. And Shulk's voice, now that he's older, it feels weird because it's just seeing an even older I almost said Shrek for a second. Shulk was just wild to me. And even like, how old do you think they are though? How old? I don't know. Maybe in their 40s. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing. Alvis is here too. What the fuck? Alvis is here. Like what?
I thought his name was Ontos.
What? What?
No, I'm just kidding. It's the whole Chorus Crystal thing. Remember?
Okay. Yeah, well, there's also something interesting with the Aegis swords. Apparently, the Zohar, or the conduit, as we call it in the Xenoblade, is missing from the Aegis swords if you look closely at it. So it's
so it's interesting.
What does that mean?
The ending, like of 2, like how that plays a key role probably into this one.
I read a theory that he's actually pulling the swords from the thing at the end of the game, the last dungeon, whatever. What's it called again? Origin.
Origin. Origin.
Like their data stored in there, and that's how he's using them, or something like that. I don't know. Just wild theories going out there about why the swords. How did he
find them though? If you play 3, you'll know that there was like a bajillion different cubes roaming around it.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea, but yes, it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. I hope it's a long DLC like Torna was. So I'm sure it will be. Hopefully be just as meaty. Hopefully not as many side quests. That you're forced to do.
No, let me have fun with this game first.
Well, I mean, okay. That's fine. Doing them is fine, but don't force you to do them because Torna made you do them. Yeah, they made you do the side quest to continue. So
I will admit though, doing those side quests did at least help me kind of feel more emotional towards the ending of the actual game itself.
Yeah, that's true. Although I don't remember a single side quest in Torna.
I don't remember Futures Connected, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't remember much of Future Connect either. And I just played that like right before 3 came out for the first time. So, yeah. Like, I remember bits and pieces. I don't remember any of the side quests. I remember like the no-pawn stuff, and that's about it. So, but yeah, that's all I really gotta say, I think.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. As a big Xenoblade fan, and to see all these characters come together in such a way like this. And if they're going to bring back the 6 characters again, like how they did with the original 6 in Xenoblade 3, who the hell are the other 3 then that are going to be in the cast?
Dunban people are hoping for. Oh man, Grandpa Dunban. I don't know. Oh. That'd be weird.
That would be weird.
That's Dunban over there. Yeah.
It really is.
They're gonna have a no pawn. They're gonna have to have one.
They have to have at least one no pawn.
Tora or whatever. Yeah, they're gonna have one. Like, there's a voice we hear in the trailer, and people are thinking it's Rex. It's like right after Rex speaks, there's another voice, but it sounds kind of different, and it seems like it's from a different scene. It doesn't seem like it's from that specific scene. A lot of people are predicting
that that's actually what's his name, Faye from Xenogears.
Oh God.
because of the hairstyle and the.
Oh, the other guy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I think it's he's either Noah or somebody related to Noah, like a descendant or something like that. Maybe it's the kid we saw in chapter 6.
Yeah, that's what I even
Maybe.
speculated at one point too. During the discussion we had, where we all.
Yeah, he's
predicted-
probably I think he's one of the statues we see in the city. So maybe that's what that is. I don't know. But he is related to Noah in some way. We just don't really know how yet. So
Yeah, because
wait and
you
see.
see that he still has that the lucky, not the lucky. Is it the lucky 7?
Yeah, he's at the lucky 7. He's got that arm thing,
Yeah.
which is the sword. So hopefully, we find out the origin of that damn thing. We find out why Riku was so fucking important because they never
Riku!
explained that. Yeah, Riku.
Look, Rick.
No, Riku, don't go to the
chattest
darkness.
of no puns, bro. What the hell is his story? Is he actually
he's my
tied
new
to the
favorite no
DLC?
Yeah, he's got to be in it. So they
Imagine
have to
if
explain
he
him.
is actually one of the founders, bro.
Probably, because every time they like talk about that thing, the Lucky 7 anyway, they pan to him and he just smiles, big old grin on his face. I'm like, fucking tell us, don't quit teasing us, Jesus.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that's our take on Xeno 3 discussions, ladies and gents. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, all of
we're
us is
looking
most
forward
like a
to it.
console. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweetest
I feel
him,
bad
yeah.
for him.
Yeah. Well, at least we're gonna finally have a good villain in Xenoblade 3.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, you're right. I hate
I
it.
mean, there was one.
It.
Yeah, there was 25 villains in Xenoblade 3.
Yeah,
Right?
and there are 26 letters. What the hell happened?
Yeah, and one of them will be good finally. 26
it
of
turned
them
out
now.
to be A for elves.
Well, N was good. Yeah, N was a good villain. But
I would
he's
say
one
more
out
of an
25.
antagonist, really. If
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, even like, I'm sad though because I wish Zed was just more, fleshed out. But unfortunately, he was just
the way
I
they
know
had
what
to
he
write the
is.
story. I will admit, though, at the ending of the game, I really did become Mobius as well when wanting the worlds to stay. I don't know if you felt.
We all I think that's what the intention
That's what the whole
was.
point of the ending's supposed to be. Yeah. So.
Yeah, they're trying to tell us, you all want to as well. You want to be Mobius, and I was like, yeah, I do. I want everybody to stay together.
Oh, absolutely. All right, then. So there we go on that discussion. But we do have another game to talk about. This one, I think, was the big heavy sleeper. The big hit that nobody's talking about, and more people need to play this game, and more people can play this game if you have the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pass. In fact, I'm going to pass it over to a buddy over to the couch over here, because she could probably clarify more into details about this game.
Are we finally doing this?
Are we going to be
we
talking
finally
about
talking?
sticks? Yes.
Yes, the Hellerin. Okay, guys.
I'll pass it to you.
There is a game called Kulurin. It is a game that was originally only in Japan, and then eventually they brought it into Europe, but it never made its way to America. And that's unfortunate. Why? Because this is the greatest game I have ever played on a Nintendo Switch, on a Nintendo anything. And it is the stupidest, most mundane game. All you are, okay, here's the objective. You play as a spinning stick called a Hellerin. Alright? Like a helicopter, but Hellerin. And you have to go through these insanely difficult puzzles without hitting the walls. It's a very, it's not a very difficult concept, but it is so addicting and so fun. I already beat the game. I'm trying to 100% it and get gold stars on every round now, and I can't stop playing. I'm at over, 20 hours in this now, and I'm not stopping.
Neat.
So
But
what
yes.
is it like you just bounce around or something? Is that what that is?
No, there's no bouncing.
Okay, I saw the trailer
there's-
for it.
So how it works is you control this spinning stick called the Hellerin, and
Mm-hmm.
you have to work your way through different obstacles without touching anything, and then when you get to the goal, you beat the level. So then you'll keep on going because it stars this little bird thing called Kurin. I'm probably mispronouncing things, by the way. And he's on a mission to find his missing brothers and sisters, and each world that you have to play the game in has a different brother or sister in the game. So there's 37 levels, and each one just gets more and more difficult by the end of it.
Long
This thing
story
has
short-
a family?
Long story short, don't touch the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know
Donnie,
it
it
had a
did have a
name, though.
GameCube entry, but I have not been able to find the game queue entry. I've been looking. I've also been looking for. Apparently, there's a sequel. I can't find that either. So these games apparently exist, but I can't find them. It was brought onto the Wii U, but no one knew about it, and its sales were practically nothing. It was just put on the Wii U shop. I found out, and there was no advertisement of it. It just was there.
I mean, it is the Wii U, so like there wasn't really much advertisement.
Wait, this was on Wii U? Wow.
Apparently, well, they brought it in on the store on Wii U, but no one knew it existed because
Wow.
who's searching Kurin on the Wii
Yeah.
U?
Yeah, it's
Like
true.
nobody knew it was there.
Well, I didn't know that the stick had a family, so I know.
Was it always a
Oh no,
popular
the stick
thing?
doesn't have a family. It's the bird. The bird.
The bird
has
is
a family.
inside.
Oh.
The fact that this has a story is kind of wild to me.
I know.
Just
I don't
by
even
taking a
think
look at the trailer,
I
I'm
don't
like,
even think
it just
it
looks like
needed-
Tetris, but
I
not
don't even
really
think it
Tetris.
needed a story. It's not that deep.
Yeah, but
I
if
love
you
the
really
story
want-
though. The story's premise is, yo, mother's calling you to come back home. Yo, I love
Yeah,
the
it's dinner
sweets
time.
here in this land. And then it just transitions to the bird going back home. That's it.
But there is an online version, and it's really fun. You can play with up to 3 friends, so a party of 4. And when you do that, it's utter chaos.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm so happy I recorded that session. That
Yes.
session is so fun to look back into. And I should totally upload that onto YouTube if possible. Actually, no, I'm gonna give it to Cosmic because I think you said, Cosmic, you wanted the files, didn't you?
Yes, guys, I might become a cooler in YouTuber.
Oh my
I-
god.
I'm gonna create my own genre. I'm gonna be the #1 YouTuber for cooler.
No, you're gonna be the
Because-
Kuro tuber.
Oh my god!
god.
Yeah, screw Pokemon. Let's be real. Like,
Yes.
I need Sergi to get rid of the Pokeball on my hat and just put a
Yes.
stick.
A stick?
This makes my head hurt.
So
I mean, it's a
this
fun
was
game.
a GBA game, right?
It is a fun game, but I don't know if I'd say the greatest. Jesus Christ.
It's
Look,
a very
I like
underrated
mindless.
game.
It's
It is,
underrated. I'll give it that. Yeah.
I love puzzle games. I love mindless games, and like this game is just so up my
It's
alley.
mindless.
Yeah, and you're just not good at it, Tyrone. So that's why you're not liking it.
Okay, so I want to go ahead and de-steam that because
Mhm.
first of all, I said I wasn't good at it. It doesn't work when you say it because then it just comes off as a verbal attack.
We're just agreeing.
Second, so don't even try that with me. Secondly, I said I was too impatient for the game. Thirdly, I like the game. Fourthly, I actually beat 4 levels of the game yesterday. So talk shit if you want to. And that's only because I figured out that you could speed the fucking puzzle up if you hold A.
Okay, Tyrone,
What?
hold A and B. You go faster.
Neat.
Yeah, there's 3 speeds. There's A press, A B press, and no press speed.
Jesus.
It
So
is-
Cosmic, did you beat the game actually?
Yeah, I've actually beaten it twice now.
Oh, nice.
my gosh.
But did you 100% it?
No, I'm working on it.
It's hard.
There's this
It's
one
it's
puzzle.
hard.
Okay, Cave 2. I cannot get to the design thing. Like,
Dude,
every time I try getting.
Yeah, I
can't get
did
to
that already first try.
Well, no, I could beat the level. Fine.
Oh, you're
now,
talking
but I
about that
can't-
stupid stick thing, right?
Yeah, because
The
I need
stick
it to
power up.
100%. I can't get I can get to it, but I can't get out of that area.
It is super finicky. It is super picky and finicky with that one.
I like that they change it up. For example, like I kept going past these springs thinking, oh, okay, that's just there for, I guess in case I mess up or something. But no, it's to change the rotation of the stick so that you can line yourself up and not get hit because the stick is going clockwise instead of counterclockwise. So I like that attention to detail. And the other obstacles they have. And I like that some of the goals aren't just in one specific spot. If you land anywhere within these 3 hallways at the very bottom, you'll still win. So the game's forgiving. I'll give it that. And if you go back to where you can, let's say you got hit, if you go back to the start of the level, it'll restore your 2 hearts. You'll get fucked up on time, but hey.
At least beat the level, you know?
can still beat the level. So there's more to it than just the basics, and I do like that.
I will say this though. If you guys only played the single player, you're missing out. Because the multiplayer, they are not like the same levels, I believe, than in the ones that are in the actual game itself.
So do you play with like at the same time as
Yes.
people?
So
Yes.
you'll have your stick being present there, but the other 4 will be transparent. So you'll still see them on the stage, but they won't interfere with you. But they will mess with you because you might think, oh, that's you. Only to find out that that's the other person, and you accidentally bump into the line, and now you have to shoot your ass all the way back to the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
And the best part about these levels is that they're super short, but they are very, very tight. When I play multiplayer with my friends here, I specifically tell them only 1 heart. Because the moment you decide to put in more than 1 heart in these levels, you essentially just cheated and you just win the game immediately. Because you could just pass by through all the glitches easily, you know? But the moment you have just 1 heart, that means 1 simple tap on the wall, you're back to square one with the rest of them.
Yeah.
And it makes the game so much more fun because of that. It is a joy to play.
I became best friends with the starting line. It was great.
You guys should stream this sometime if you haven't already.
Oh, absolutely. No, I was thinking of doing that with Emmy for Brain Cell Wednesdays one of these days.
Oh my
there you
god.
go.
Well,
Yeah.
after Blanc, of course.
After
but
Blanc, no, we need something to kind of relax in the meantime while we wait for the next game to choose for after Blanc. And I don't even know how long Blanc's going to be.
How long did
I
you
don't know
guys
either.
finish Overcooked? Or what?
Yeah,
yes,
we finished Overcooked.
it!
Yay!
Yes.
Did it!
Somehow we actually 3-starred the whole game.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
and we're not going to talk about that 4-star got unlocked at the end. No.
No,
There's no
no.
4-star.
Amy, what the fuck did you do?
No, we finished the game, and then like we got 4,
Yeah.
like they unlock 4 stars in case you want to do all that, and we looked at like how much, and like the point gauge is so big. So like for the first level, you go from like I think like you have to get 300. They go from 300 to 2,000, and I'm
Oh
like
my god.
2,000? Absolutely not. I don't know what math equation we're doing here, but absolutely not.
I feel like my version of hell is just you have to do this specific project, and I'm like, okay, fine. With Emmy as your partner. Wait, what?
Thanks.
I got
Oh,
what?
wow.
So you know what? I felt so
I
bad
got
for
what?
KG throughout our entire like playthrough because I was like, I think this is gonna ruin our friendship because I suck. I'm just not good.
Emmy,
They should make a game called Overbaked.
Emmy,
Since
move
everyone's
it.
cooked.
Emmy, move the box to the left. Emmy, move the
box.
Ooh. Oh!
It's okay, guys. I'll get better at video games.
Maybe
I just need
that's
to
the
play
right-
more things.
Just to
What
be
we're gonna do,
clear,
what we're gonna do, play Odd Job, and then we're gonna have forklipception again.
Yes, forklift, the forklift, the forklift.
I don't remember when we talked about that the other day, but that shit had me in tears when I posted it on the messenger. I was like,
Emmy,
I love TSS going like, you just forklifted the forklift, bro.
Forklift.
give me the cherries. What is wrong with you? Give me the cherries.
Emmy, the cherries. Emmy.
Emmy, please, Emmy.
Emmy, please.
I think at a certain point when I said please, I knew it was over. Like there was no way we were recovering from this.
Oh yeah, there's one point where it's like, okay, I'm concentrating. You're like, it's far too late for that. I think that's become my
KG
favorite pastime.
I think me and Joke were working in pure unity, so they had like 35 cherries in the basket. They had 35 cherries, a fucking pineapple upside down, cake, and some ham up in that bitch. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to get a stem. Can a brother get a stem? Can we stop this?
Yeah, guys, I'm bad at video games. Watch my Spider-Man stream.
Oh, Emmy, I'm sorry. I watched that for like 10 minutes the other day while I was at work, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry. It's painful.
oh.
I know. It's painful.
No,
I'm
I
learning,
know.
though.
I want to
learning.
help, but I don't want a backseat. I don't like doing
Yeah,
that. to
you don't
people,
want
so-
to
Yeah.
backseat.
Sometimes it's
I
more
don't-
fun to watch the chaos unfold than be a part of it.
Yeah. See, I hate when people do it to me, so I don't want to do it to them.
Oh, hell
Of
yeah.
course, yeah.
Now, if I was there, I'd probably do the same, actually.
Yeah, you probably would do.
I just want everyone to know that I don't like Xbox controllers. I bought one. I don't like it.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, because Xbox and Switch reverse the fucking buttons on you.
Exactly. So every
And it
time I press
confuses
A,
people.
I think it's B. Every time I press B, I think it's A. Every time I press X, I think it's Y. And Y, I think it's X. And then
have you ever used a PlayStation controller before?
Yeah, don't tell her about the
Yeah,
PlayStation controller. She's about to have an aneurysm.
Well,
attack.
the Xbox,
I know, with
the
their-
PlayStation's more simple. I feel like because
Yeah,
it's
with
like-
their acute angle triangles and their squares. And
The
yeah,
correct
okay.
answer to that question is yes and no.
no.
So the X button is located at the very bottom, right? But in Japan, here
Oh,
you go. In Japan, the X button was the cancel button, as if you're leaving something, which in our mind would have been in most controllers, that's the button that's usually to the right. In this situation, the circle button. But the reason they made the circle button the confirmation button on the PlayStation controller is because circle usually means like yes, while X is its counter. No.
Yeah.
So the X button's the cancel button and the circle button's the confirmation button in Japan games. But in America, the X button is the accepting button, while the circle button is the cancel button, because the circle button's the closest button to the right, which is just like in your Nintendo controllers, where it's the B button. So the X button is usually like the A button, which would be the confirmation button. So
Did you get all that, guys?
you're
So-
fucked. Yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Find the meaning of X.
Yes.
Oh.
Good fucking luck.
See, I didn't want to get an Xbox controller, but the problem was I was using my Nintendo Switch, my Pro controller, and it went sentient. So, like for like 10 minutes. So every time I started swinging, it would go crazy and start vibrating, and then it just kept going on its own, even though I wasn't moving.
Was it a
So-
wireless controller or wired?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
it's wireless. Yeah, but even if
Yeah,
I
that's
had it
probably
wired
why.
too, it was doing the same thing too.
Oh,
So I'm like,
really?
all right, yeah. So then, luckily Groot like popped over and he was like, here, just take this Xbox
He
controller. And I'm
just
like, "Thank
yeets
you."
it out the window and you just hear the window crash. Like,
Yeah, he like dropped by and he's like, here, and I'm like, thank you, you're a lifesaver. So we stand Groot.
He just broke
Same
your
dream,
window.
guys.
He's like,
Thinking
here you
about it 'cause
go.
it's a
And don't even talk to me if you a fucking Sonic fan, because we got really fucked. So Sonic used to do the homing attack by pressing the jump button and then the jump button again. But then Sonic Unleashed changed it, so you gotta press the jump button and the fucking square button. And then fucking Sonic on Frontiers changed it, so the boost button was no longer the fucking button that you would normally use to do that. And now it's the fucking R2 button!
Yeah, see.
yeah,
it's
that's
just-
still not easy to get used to.
It's like Grand Theft Auto. They used to do like the gas button would be X, but now it's R2, which I guess
It kind of works because
weird.
it feels like
It
you're
works.
pushing a pedal.
Yeah, and
Well,
yeah,
no,
look, sorry.
it's because those bumpers because the trigger buttons, which are LT, RT, or L2 and R2, those have become analog. Because before the PlayStation 3, they were digital controls.
Actually, let me correct myself here. The homing attack used to be the jump button twice. Then it switched to the jump button plus the square button / the X button on Xbox. And then they switched it back in Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, so it's the correct button, only to switch it back in Sonic Front.
Nah, man, there's
You know-
too many buttons. There's like R2, then there's like
R2D2 and
R2D2.
R2D2. I would love to watch Emmy play Grand Theft Auto. Actually, Emmy. you
So
should
many
play
people
that.
have told me that. Why?
Oh my god! I don't know. I
Already-
feel like that'd be
already
perfect for you.
streamed that game. I already streamed Grand Theft. That was a time.
Yeah, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's great, but it's
Emmy,
like
play with me.
I'm mostly focused on stealing a taco.
get-
I'm mostly focused on stealing a taco truck when I was playing.
Well, at least we
I love
won't have
Grand
to deal with
Theft Auto. That's one of my
the ES
favorites.
haircuts.
Noot noot.
Cosmic, how many games are one of your favorites? Because I've heard that phrase from you a lot.
like everything I like. Apparently, Cosmic likes.
Yeah,
playing.
she's like,
and
I
I,
love
don't
it.
even
It's one of
realize
my
until she
favorites.
tells me randomly. You know,
Well, if you guys
like
don't ask,
she
I'm
like
not gonna
Kingdom
tell
Hearts.
you.
I'm like, wait,
no,
what?
no.
Okay, first of all, most people who know me know I like Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, when I first met you, you never mentioned.
Give me a
word
list of your
about
legit
that.
favorite games.
Like, well, I mean, my favorite game of all time is Rune Factory 4.
Hey!
Wow.
Never thought
And
I'd see
I think I
another
told
Rune
you I
Factory
tried playing
fan.
that. I couldn't get into it.
I have
yeah.
over in the version for my 3DS. Actually, it's part of my nighttime routine as I play that game.
Did you get the
Um,
Switch
and
version?
I have it on Switch, I have it on PC, and I have it on 3DS. I buy it in every version. I also have the collector's edition of that one. Rune Factory 5 wasn't that great. Rune Factory 4 is where it's at. But collectively across every device that I have that game on, I have over. I think the last time I checked, it was over 17,000 hours.
Damn.
I wanna talk
What?
to Cosmic
I think
about
it
that.
was.
Cosmic, I want to talk to you about that. Well, you never asked statement. So, quick question: how the fuck does this come up in conversation? Where KG's like, "All right, get ready, everybody. We're gonna have a fun time tonight at the PokéPod with the let's see if the stream thingamabobs it." And then I just interrupt all of that. Cosmic, do you play Kingdom Hearts? Like, how does that work? How do I do this?
I mean, I tweet about Kingdom Hearts all the time, and
I know. I'm just saying when Dean
I never
said it
noticed.
throws. Yeah, when Dean said it threw him off about which games are your favorite games. I'm thinking in my mind, how do we bring this up? How do we?
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Rune Factory 4 is my favorite game of all time. My favorite franchise is obviously Kururin, followed by Pokemon,
That.
followed by
Oh.
Kingdom Hearts.
Also, I was
Wow.
Kururin. I was Kururin, the game that literally moves the map all around, not fucking with your eyes, but Pokemon is.
Oh well, actually, I did have trouble playing it with the multiplayer.
Ah,
Like I struggled. My eyes got so blurry after it.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
But if you want to talk my most played game of all time, it is Tetris, and my most
Yeah, that
streamed
makes sense.
game of all time
and that one,
is
yeah, that
Solitaire.
lines up. Yeah, that lines up. Yeah,
That
Get
seems
it?
about right.
Lines up.
yeah. Okay, Tetris and Solitaire seem like
And
cosmic.
Solitaire. Yes.
Like we obviously can like be varietized and play different shit. Hell, like 3 of us are variety streamers on here already. But it's like everyone has their like we know they play these specific games. Like if I go on TSS's channel, odds are I'm looking at a Tails game or a fucking American Truck Simulator or some game from the fucking 80s and early 90s. Like those are like that's his section. Then you got KG. He's more than likely doing like shiny hunting for Pokemon or like doing shit with graphics or like doing Sony Vegas Pro shit. Emmy's got like harmless like shit.
Harmless.
Yeah, keep going.
Wait, Spider-Man. Just killing people.
No.
Not killing
Spider-Man.
Donnie's waiting for me to play Klonoa, and it's
Ooh.
Spider-Man is the outlier. Spider-Man is the outlier. But like normally she's playing like Overcooked, Pokemon, Legend Arceus, something that universally we kind of know just falls into our interest. Me. Oh,
Oh, me.
EFC
Oh me. Well, see, here's the list. Just rolls out a
Yeah.
huge ass toilet paper of
It's
words.
more than likely, it's more than
I was
likely.
expecting a scroll, but not toilet paper. But
Commodore 64 games. Okay.
It's more than likely Pokemon games, competitive Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Sonic. That's like the range in which I am.
And horse
That's-
games.
I don't. What?
Horse.
I'm not. I'm gonna move.
You
on.
know.
and
Well,
Jamie
I mean, we could force him to play like Derby Jockey for the Super
Yeah.
Famicom or some shit.
Terrell's normally playing like RPGs and then he's
Anime.
in anime
RPGs
games.
are so
Yeah.
fun. Like I love Final Fantasy.
Yeah, he'll play like a lot of Final Fantasy.
What do you think of 13? I'm just kidding.
And then Dean's playing like Kingdom Hearts or like
14.
yeah, he'll play like Kingdom Hearts or like
MMOs.
other-
I'm a
Yeah.
MMO
or
guy.
MMOs. Yeah. So everybody always like and then
This is true.
Polly's just happy to be here. And
Mr. Goggles is bringing up a great point. I do play Paint Drying Simulator.
Oh yeah, that's true.
yes.
But
know me
you
from
play
That's
it,
a
but
real
do you
game.
stream it?
I have.
You
But
have.
no, seriously, Polly will usually play like the current Pokemon game that exists because that's the one that most people will like, and then she'll talk with the stream.
Yep. I did a subathon once
Ta-da.
for charity, and we
Yeah.
played Paint Drying Simulator. It was like one of my first ever streams
Nice.
when I hit affiliate.
And then Richie, Richie's playing League of Legends and Crash Bandicoot.
And upcoming Wumpa Fruit or Wumpa
Yeah,
League.
Wampa
Didn't we
League.
do that thing where we had to fill out how many games we played, and I had 77?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I made sure to
Yeah.
go for the 69 Lamau for the joke. It's actually 81 when you actually get all of the actual ones correct.
I think my
Donnie
was
wants
like
to know when
77.
you got a layout. I think Cosmic made
I
one for him.
Cosmic made it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We stand Cosmic.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
stand cousin. I just gave her a freebie one I just had a while ago, and the Cosmic decided to make her an actual one, which
Order
is
number
really nice.
77.
Yeah. We stay in Cosmic.
I have to update that.
Yeah.
I literally made that one in like, what, 5 seconds?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Still came out nice, though.
Came out great.
Thank you.
Now we just need to animate it. Amongst other things. I know not everything needs to be animated in life. I just like animating
I want to
shit.
go to animate.
No, it's cool though. I love your like streaming thing. What am I trying to say? Editing streams.
I like your streaming thing.
I like your streaming things.
Ah, shit, you're speaking my language with the thingies and all that now.
Oh no.
What the fuck was that
The
sentence?
brain cell is merging.
It's not Wednesday yet.
It's on Wednesday.
But
Yes,
we are excited, though.
yes, because of vlog. I'm so excited to play this game.
Oh, is it
my
actually
God.
out now?
It's
Or-
out
But
tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, but since tomorrow is
It's not Wednesday.
yeah, it's not Brain Cell Wednesdays, so we're gonna play it on Wednesday for that one. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'd like to see you
Yeah.
two play Saints Row multiplayer. That's actually really fun. I don't know if you guys ever...
Oh my god, that shit would be hilarious! I can't wait to see Emmy just suplex people.
Wait, I don't know that game. What is that?
GTA Online? What?
It's like GTA but goofy, really goofy.
It's
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
like you just end up getting like these superpowers, and you would just punch someone, and they would just blast the hell. Saints Row the Third is a perfect example of an incredible game that's
Yeah.
just for the shits, and it is great.
Yeah, me and my roommate played it for we played the entire game, which we don't really do together. We played the entire Saints Row. I think it's the third or the fourth. You start out in the White House. I don't know which one that is, but you start out there, and they ask you either fuck cancer or it was like 2 questions. And you get like power ups or like a choice, or I don't remember exactly. It's like fuck cancer or feed the children.
Feed the cancer. Let's go.
I don't know. I just remember that being a weird question. I don't remember what game it is, but that one's really good. So yeah, whatever that one is.
Yeah, but the third one is considered like
game.
out of all of them the classic one. Like that's the one I remember playing a lot back then. And I wish I got a chance to play that multiplayer because the multiplayer experience is hilarious. The customization already in itself is really great in the third one. You could spend hours with the customization before you actually play the game. And then they actually have your customized character actually be a part of the story.
Aww.
And if you make him really stupid, he's gonna look like that in the cutscenes. And it's so bad.
What?
It's so bad, trust me. It really is. It's end hunger or cure cancer in Saints Row 4.
Yeah, and the way your character goes fuck cancer, I think, or something if you choose cure
Fuck
cancer.
cancer.
And
Like you
and then
actually
he
you are the
proceeds to
president
cure
or
it.
something. Yeah, it just does it. Because why not?
AI bidden shit. Whatever.
Damn, bro, how do you do it? He just said it. And he did it. Don did it. Goddamn.
Damn, he done did it.
They did it.
Damn.
Oh man, Southern voice in the game is also great, says Don.
He didn't have to damn do that.
Dan did do that.
God help us.
God help yeah, dude. God, Arceus, please help us. Well, let's go take this opportunity now to wrap things up with the final portion of tonight's session. Why don't we?
Yay.
We actually had a lot more to discuss today, so it did diddly dally a little while, but I do believe with the
We
peeps
diddly
got
damn.
the God diddly do. We
Diddly
got this
diddly.
episode to talk about, so we got us with 6 peeps here with us tonight, plus Bella, and we are going to go and talk about the latest episode of the Pocket Monsters 2023 Anime Series. I know it's not the correct term. I know it's Mrs. Pokemon Master. I just keep saying it for some odd reason. So, KG, did you call Luigi first? Absolutely. Oh, God.
You should do that on stream, actually. That'd be funny.
Oh God, I love it though. You hear Charlie Day just come and be like, "It's it's Mario Bros. Plumbing," and it's so good.
I mean,
Have you
why
guys talked about the
With the
little
Mario
commercial thing?
Brothers and plumbing's the game.
I've watched that so many fucking times now.
I have
It's
to
insane.
actually. I just love the genuineness of thank you, Mario. The only thing you have not drained is my bank account. And then she just
And
like,
the way her face is,
You're
it's
like-
gold.
But you know what's even more golden with that, Dean? You know what's the best part about that?
that she was
That's
a voice
Princess
actor.
Peach's voice for the Super
Yeah.
Mario Brothers Super Show. They brought
heard
the
about
VA
that,
back
yeah.
as a cameo for this commercial.
you can tell a lot of love was put into this.
yeah.
Someone was like, "Why is the water not so realistic compared to everything else?" I'm like,
What?
"Bro, it's just an ad." Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah, do it on stream. You want me to call the plumbing?
Actually, you probably just put your phone next to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get the number again. Hold on. Where's the? I remember that the Mario company actually sent me the phone number earlier ago. So let me get the thing here real quick. Because if you did like them on Twitter, they'll do it. It's 92955 Mario.
Yeah, that's how I got it. I saw a notification. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Also, I just love how poorly this thing looks, by the way. And also, it's serving Brooklyn and Queens, so technically, I could get maybe there's a different voice for me.
Well, the trailer knew where the hell Flushing and Hollis was, but it didn't know where the fuck Queens Village was.
See, when I
It's
tried,
like, what about my homies in fucking Little Neck and shit? Yeah.
see, when I tried, it was just like,
It's a me, not in your country. And I was like, ah, damn it.
Wait, you got a different message?
No, I didn't get anything. It's just not available in Canada.
Hold on, let me see.
That's technically an international call.
It's genuinely funny to me. It is me, not in your country.
Because like I looked it up because like my cousin was like, "Oh, you can text the number." I'm like, "Really?" So I looked it up, and it's only U.S. only. I'm like, it's a me. Country.
Hold on. I got the number here. Let's go call it. Let's talk with. Let's see what they got. Maybe because I'm from Brooklyn, they might actually have a different one exclusively for us here in the Brooklyn.
They're gonna call you buddy?
Hey, buddy. It's Luigi. I don't know.
It's a me respecting the U.S. borders of the government.
Get down.
Joey Wheeler.
All right, let's take a listen here, guys. Let's see if it's actually good.
Get it down to Mr. President.
Thank you for calling Super Mario Brothers Plumbing. It's me, Luigi. And if you need service, please text us at the same number you just called. 92955 Mario. That's 929-556-2746. Message us about any issues wherever you live. House, condo, mansion? And we'll be sure to text you back right away because at Super Mario Brothers Plumbing, we don't say let's wait. We say let's go. Oh, and check our website, smbplumbing.com. We're still working on it, so more updates to come. Bye-bye.
That's amazing.
That's actually amazing. Holy shit.
That's fantastic.
So much Charlie Day, but it feels comfortable because it's very clear Charlie Day is Luigi in this particular situation.
He literally feels right for that role. The moment I saw that video that somebody made where they literally just did a mod of that Charlie Day scene from what's the one what's that show again? Where he's like, he started having these suspicious theories. So you see all these papers.
You're talking about Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes, that one. And you see this shit, and it just works, bro. When you see Luigi's voice and all that just coming out of it, it's just so good. It's so good. Oh, man. I love every bit of it. This is, to me, this is my favorite thing Illumination has done so far. There is so much love and care being given into this film, and it's incredible how well it's being taken care of with this one. So I'm excited for this film, bro. I really am. I think this is gonna be a really fantastic movie. So yeah, let's go. Let's hope that it does do good. So fingers crossed on that. All right then. Shall we now get to the actual episode in hand?
Yeah.
All right. To the Pocket Monsters 2023, the Mrs. Pokemon Masters animated television series. We are now going to talk about the current season. We are in episode numero 5 of the Mrs. Pokemon Master anime, titled, I wish I had it thing on screen, titled, Enter the Zenigame Fire Brigade, or Enter the Squirtle Fire Brigade. While visiting a port town, just a random port town, Satoshi, Pikachu, and the others look around through a crowd of people to see the Zenigame, aka the Squirtle Fire Brigade, which is led by the Squirtle they used to travel with, putting on a show. The Squirtle Fire Brigade has become extremely popular now, and Satoshi and the others stick around to enjoy their show. However, the Rocket Gang is now their managers, and it seems they're plotting something? And therefore, That's where this episode comes into play. So let's discuss, ladies and gentlemen, what does this episode have to offer? And most importantly, is it any good? Let's begin. So here is my quickie impressions on this episode. I have a love/hate relationship with this episode because I really enjoyed what I saw from it. And the comedy aspects of the show really did feel, at least with this episode, it did feel like another Blast of the Past kind of tribute to the OS series. Because the way the characters were reacting, the Pokemon's reactions to the sequences were also great. Hell, they even made the characters off model on purpose, I feel, certain sequences, which I really did enjoy as well. And Pikachu beating the shit out of every single character in there with just one Thunderbolt attack was also actually pretty cool when he has like this almost like a Gurren Lagann pose where he's just standing in the middle with like this evilish smile in his face. It looked really great. So no, like, there's a lot of things I love about this episode. I will admit, though, it does bum me out a little bit that the moment that the characters finally get a chance to be together is at the very end of it.
Yeah.
And they don't really get the chance to, like, truly stick around and actually say hello to each other in a proper manner that isn't done beating the shit out of each other. So I am a little bummed out by that, but I still really love seeing Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charizard again. There are a couple of gripes I have with this episode. For starters, one of my biggest gripes is I hate the flashbacks. The flashbacks I hated from the most from this episode. Because they're just random, off-screen land moments. And I'm like, where did this happen? How did this happen? What? When did this happen? Like, none of these made sense. I think they should have paid tribute to some of the sequences of the past series in this one. I think this would have been a perfect love letter to that. Like, they could have used any moment. Hell, they could have even referenced the other Pokemon that were with Ash's teams at the time. I think, like, the what is it, the Snow Way Out one, where they were, like, together, huddled up.
Yeah.
Like, that shit would have been beautiful to have seen that.
If you look, I actually made a tweet about that, like, almost a week ago. And that tweet caught so much traffic. Where I was like the pictures they used versus the pictures they should have used, and that tweet got like fucking, it's got 3,000 views on it, and it's got well over like 100 something likes on it, and like a bunch of comments and 21 retweets, and nobody's disagreeing with me so far. It's like the pictures I used were better.
You're not canceled this week. Good job. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and like literally. KG, I can tell you right now what it is. These pictures didn't happen at all. These are just generic pictures to let you know that Ash, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charizard and Pikachu were together at some point. They take place in off-screen world.
You mean like how they were just in a familiar port in this episode? I hate that they on their aimless journey.
Aimless journey is so fucking stupid. I hate it.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's
so stupid.
The word, and also the fact that they say we just arrived at a familiar location, and I'm like, just say the name. What in the world? What's wrong? Why can't you call it Olivine or some shit? Like, just give it a name like you did before in the original series. Just, you made random ass city names. Just say that. That would have been fine, I think. You just don't come out and say, oh, it's a familiar territory or some shit.
Never forget OG when they reached Hop Town. That made me fucking laugh. They finally got
Yo Town. Yo Town.
I know.
Yo.
And the English version, it's Hop Town, and I lost my collective shit. I didn't think I would be able to laugh that hard at a city.
Yeah.
They named
I prefer Yo Town, actually.
They named one city Gringy City. I'm like, oh, I wonder what the fuck this episode's gonna be about.
There's another. These are more nitpicks I'm about to get into right now. First of all, I kind of feel a little weirded out by Misty's regression of Bug-type Pokemon in this episode.
Yeah.
Venonat. Didn't Tracy own one?
Yep.
So why did she freak out over?
Not only the Venonat, Tracy also owned a Scyther. He like 2/3 of his team were bug types.
Yeah, I'm only saying Venonat because that's the one that she's familiar with that was in this episode. And
maybe it's been so long since she's seen one, she's freaked out. I don't know.
No,
Maybe.
But I will.
So someone on Twitter made a counter. They said, her friends' bug Pokemon are ones she's not afraid of, but wild ones are. And I'm like, what the fuck's the difference?
This one's more aggressive. I don't know.
It walked up and looked confused.
I don't know.
So aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Mucho agresivo. But
No, you know what it was? The writers forgot, probably.
I will say this though, I am a little saddened by one scene that had us dying of laughter when we watched the episode together. Was the scene where you see the Venonat, the Spoink, and the Makuhita walk into the building? And I was really hoping
You're like,
it
boom.
just explode. No reason. I was really hoping it would just implode and it just cuts directly to Ash and the others.
I hope someone clipped that because that was great. That was so
I
bad.
mean, you can make it. You can make it that way.
Guys, just like in Nessa's movie night, why did that place explode?
Yeah, I think that might have been why my mind was rushing in that moment. I was really hoping that shit would have blown up, just like, and then it just cuts to Ash in the hotel. Like, just,
Griff, if you're watching this,
oh lordy,
go.
Yeah.
Why did that one explode?
But other than that, though, it was nice seeing a lot of these nice little nods to the past. Again, I liked Krogunk. I like Misty and Krogunk working together to pretty much drag Brock away. For what could be one of the last moments we see that, I think it was actually pretty nice. I also did like the ending of the episode. While I might not have been a big fan of the Pokemon reuniting at the very butt end, that ending shot of Squirtle hugging Ash was actually pretty nice because it is probably going to be the last moment we'll see.
Somebody did a side by side with that. It's Ash hugging Squirtle as Squirtle's last memory and its first memory.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful tribute
too.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a callback to when he caught it, because when he caught Squirtle, he hugged Squirtle.
In fact, if you see like the way the Squirtle is running towards Ash in that sequence,
same one.
That's the exact same running animation.
Yeah, he takes off the sunglasses and jumps and runs.
Yeah, like if you watch the dub opening of the Pokemon Anime Series from the original one, where it's like you see me and I see you, or you teach me and I'll teach you, that's the sequence that the Squirtle runs towards Ash. That's how they did it in this one. So in terms of that is a beautiful, respectable tribute to that, and I am super happy that they went in that approach. I just really wished that this had been a longer episode, in my opinion. I really wanted a longer episode.
Ash goes, looks like I caught a new Pokemon, and Misty goes, caught? What do you mean caught?
But yeah, so yeah, I don't know what else to say. Other than that, like, I still had fun with this episode. I still laughed and enjoyed what I saw from it. It's just more so, it's another one of those, oh man, I'm grateful you're here, but I did not need this here in the final 11. However, it being a respectable way to pay homage to the original series, if this is how they wanted to go down with that, I feel there was no better time than now, I think, in my opinion, to do that. So it was great seeing Charizard again. It was great seeing Bulbasaur again. I know Oak's lab is probably on fire right now because Bulbasaur is currently here with us at the moment, so nobody's taking care of the goddamn lab. But other than that, yeah, I think everything's fine. So with that being said, if I had to give it a score, I would give it a nice, happy 7 out of 10. It was genuinely a fun episode throughout. Very questionable decisions, but nothing that really made me go, I didn't need to see anymore. I just really wanted to see a different approach is all. But I'm happy with what I got regardless. All right, Emmy, I'm going to pass this one on to you first.
I mean, I don't know why it's Wednesday when it's not, because I literally have the same things. I thought I was going to be the negative one for this review. Not going to lie, because I was like, because here's the thing. The first impression for me was good. I was happy with it. And then I watched it again, and I'm just like, wait. No. Like, I'm happy with certain things, like you said, but like at the same time, I feel like this is like just a lesser version of episode 30 of Journeys with Pikachu, like running away with the misunderstandings and all that. I just feel like they just did that again, but with Squirtle, and it kind of makes me upset because it's like we could have gotten a better plot and we could have gotten more moments, like how you brought up earlier, just with like Ash and Squirtle and Bulbasaur and Charizard. I think that would have been better. I did like some things from the episode, so I can't like just say it's a bad episode overall. The aimless journey thing that annoyed me as hell. It's just dumb at this point. I don't know what the purpose of this series is anymore. I like Team Rocket selling things. I like seeing Team Rocket's personality come out a little bit throughout this episode. I thought that was really nice. Pikachu dressed up. Oh, my heart. Oh, I was so happy by that. Oh, it felt like Diamond and Pearl again when Pikachu would like dress up with like Piplup to like cheer. So I felt that and in my heart, and I was very happy by that. But Pikachu was a mood for this entire episode. Let me just bring that up real quick. Just like shocking everyone when it was annoyed with people fighting. Because Loki, same. I'm like this. I feel like the problem with this episode in terms of the Pokemon was they were kind of out of character for the sake of the plot. So because of these misunderstandings, like Bulbasaur and Charizard were just like upset with Squirtle, but then wouldn't help like with the fire, even though there's a freaking fire. It's like, really, you're really gonna hold a grudge against Squirtle? There's a fire, bro. Like, you're really gonna hold a grudge after all this, after all you've been through, and that's something I just didn't like as well because we known these characters for so long. And my thing is too with Ash and just his bond with Squirtle is like, is it that fragile to the point where some little misunderstanding has caused like such a rift in their friendship? Like, I felt like it's a bad plot line that they could have made it so much better just to bring back like these characters. Was it like horribly handled? No, I'm not going to say that at all. I think it's a better handling than how they handled Silent, for example, or some of the other episodes we've had. So I'm not going to say it's a horrible episode. I just think that the plot could have been better. It could have been something written completely different. They didn't have to do the same like misunderstanding plot all over again. Because again, like we've seen Ash's bond with Squirtle. We've seen Ash's bond with even like the rest of his Pokemon too. And I feel like it's kind of unnecessary to bring up those like small misunderstanding things for this purpose, if that makes any sense. I like the Squirtle Squad being brought back though. I thought that was handled really nicely. It was nice to see them in different costumes. So that was I enjoyed that little thing. And even the show with Team Rocket 2, I really like that as well. Agreed with the flashbacks. I think these flashbacks are so stupid. Like, it's just generic background. Ash with all his Pokemon, so happy. It's like, bro, just bring back like flashbacks that are actually genuine to like previous series. And I think that's the problem with the series in general, is that it's not paying homage to other series. And I think that brings up this issue as well with it's a lot of Kanto pandering. Like, we have Misty and Brock here, where we have the Squirtle Squad, don't get me wrong, I love them, but why are we not paying homage to other regions? Like, why did Silence episode get treated like that? Why are we not seeing any AG representation? I love that we have XY music here. That was great. Why? I mean, I'm not complaining for Miyazaki. I'm definitely not. I was really happy with the music choices, but again, it feels like kind of out of place, if that makes any sense. It's a lot of Kanto pandering, which I'm not a huge fan of. And the more that this series goes on, I feel like the worse like my ratings are gonna get, because we're slowly approaching the end, and I still feel like Ash's story is not coming to any sort of conclusion at all. So it kind of sucks in that aspect. I think one thing that was really funny, it was when Charizard and Bulbasaur were about to help with the fire. I'm like, yeah, they're definitely trying, even though their typings are ineffective. So it's like, yeah, I just kind of wish that Charizard used flamethrower on the fire.
What the fuck?
What?
Actually,
it would have been
using fire on fire could actually prevent the fire from, or actually lessen the fire and make it disappear.
Oh.
Yeah, new fire added to old fire sucks the oxygen out to snuff it out.
Yeah.
So scientifically, you're right.
Thank you,
don't
Ben
know
10,
if-
for teaching me that.
I was about to say, I don't know if they know that, so they probably were like,
No, but it would have been like, but think about it too, like, it would have been really funny, because it's just like, Charizard, do something, use this flamethrower, and it's like, what? And then it actually does something, and you're like, I thought that would have been really, like comedic if they did that.
No, if you use a flamethrower and that's when the city blows up, to be continued.
Yeah, exactly. See, like, Katie, that's what I meant. Like, they do your blow-up thing, and then they also do the flamethrower. I would have died of laughter. That would have been great.
I mean, to go into just a little bit of what you're saying, I mean, I know it's your turn, but just to compliment on what you're saying, I remember usually when fires happened in OG, and they happened a lot, when they did, you could see very little things, and those little details always made me happy. Like, it wasn't just, every water Pokemon generically use water gun at fire, and thus fire ends. You could see different things, like Brock's Pokemon with like Geodude and Onix would like douse dirt on the fire. You would see like Misty use her water Pokemon. You would see like Ash use his, and then you would see little shit like Pikachu grabbing a water pail and putting the water on a flower that's on fire. You could see everybody doing something.
That's Takeshi Shudo's thing, so we're not getting that.
I mean,
No, but honestly, I was gonna bring that up too.
Because
Yeah.
like, Tia says, you bring that up as if it invalidates it. It doesn't, because
No, it doesn't. No, I'm talking about it's not an invalidation. No, that's the reasoning behind it because of the kind of
I mean, yeah,
randomness.
but there's a such thing as notes. You can take notes.
Yeah,
No,
but
but, like-
that's
Yeah,
from
yeah, go ahead.
we're talking about something from fucking 26 years ago.
If you were to ask me right now, Tyrone, make a Pokemon series that's 24 episodes that pays homage to like Ash's journeys. The first thing I would do is watch the older fucking episodes and take notes. What works? What doesn't? And I would use that. It's called research.
Yeah.
But considering that fucking OLM has been going through production delays, I'm not fucking surprised.
Yeah.
I think
that is the truth.
Don't hype something up if you ain't prepared for it.
Yeah, like I hate to say it, but I feel like that's it. If they were not prepared for this like 11 episode, yeah, if they weren't prepared for this 11 episode like series, they shouldn't have done it. And that's something that we all stated at the beginning when it was announced. They have 11 episodes to prove 3 years wrong, and that's a lot of pressure. And right now they're kind of they're choking up with the pressure because it's very misguided. And
they signed a check they couldn't cash.
Exactly, 100%. And I think that's the issue I have with this episode too. It's like, yes, I want to enjoy it for what it is, but I have to compare it to what they're trying to do. They're trying to finish up Ash's story and they're not doing it. And even like we're picking like bits and pieces to focus on, but I feel like the bits that they're focusing on is either not it's not irrelevant. I guess you would say it's relevant, but I feel like it all goes back to pandering to certain things. And like I know Galar mentioned in chat too, like just about like, oh, you gotta pander to the series where it all began. Well, it's like, but I know the series where it all began. I'm constantly reminded of it. What about the series that don't get that like love and attention that it deserves, right? Like you think these 11 episodes would, I don't know, close up those stories too, but we really don't even have a plot. Even the series itself doesn't know. We keep saying it's an aimless journey, so like I don't know anymore. But just to go back to the episode real quick, I'm almost done here. But in terms of like, okay, the Venonet plot, I kind of thought that was a waste of time, low-key, because like they didn't even start the fire. So like they went inside the building and it didn't blow up. So it wasn't their fault. They just were in there for the sake of being in there. And then they just happened to be up on the building when the fire started. So like, I feel like if they weren't there, that would have been some extra time that we could have used for, I don't know, like more like Squirtle moments, or just like maybe like a better interaction between like Ash and Squirtle, like for just like, I guess, resolving the plot of like the misunderstanding. That would have been better in my opinion, but I don't know. Charizard's expressions throughout the episodes were great. I wasn't expecting that, so that was fun. And of course, like I can't be mad at the ending because it was a nice like aw moment, like with the hug, and then Ash like getting his fan club at the end too of just being recognized as a champion was really nice too. It's sad. I don't know what this series is going to become, and for next week with Pikachu's, I would like them to pay homage to episode 0 for Journeys, where it was like Pikachu's origin story, but I have a feeling they're not going to, or if they do, they're going to do an awful job at it. So I don't know. My hope for this series has gone like, it started at 100, now it's at a 50, which is bad because we're only on episode 5. So
It'll be at 0 by the end then.
I know, exactly.
We're
it's
going
not
down
good.
one by one by one. Next episode's gonna be a 4. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I've been like, for my score, I've been ranging it from like a 6 to a 6.5 to a 7. I had it at a 7, and then I changed it to a 6.5. So I'm just gonna keep it as a 6.5. So that's my score. It's a 6.5.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right then. Let's go pass it on to one of our buddies in the couch. Why don't we pass it on to our buddy Dean here?
Hello. Okay, mine's gonna be short because you guys basically said everything that I was gonna say.
Bobby.
Yeah. So I thought honestly you guys were gonna be a lot more positive, and I was gonna be the odd one out because
we all think the same thing.
well, I wasn't there for reaction night, so I didn't really know how you guys felt about it at all. Well, one of the people in my comments of the review said, "Oh my gosh, Dane's gonna be the one cooking this week," and I was like, "Oh, really?" So I expected to go on here, and we'll see what everybody else says after me. But yeah, I didn't really like this. I was very disappointed in how they handled Squirtle.
Shit, Dean. I'm just kidding.
Yes, I went into it really wanting to like it because I love Squirtle. But at the end of the episode, I thought I really just wanted the different plots. I didn't want this plot of this fight that happened between Ash and Squirtle. I thought the fight was dumb. I think they should have made up in the hotel scene, honestly. When Squirtle realized, oh, wait a minute, Ash and Pikachu and all of them are here to see me. Oh, maybe I was wrong. That should have been it. That should have been the end of the fight, in my opinion. But no, it dragged on through the whole episode. Krogunk was here, and that's the best part of the episode for me. Seeing Krogunk again. I mean, I didn't expect it. Krogunk just kind of appearing with Misty.
When all it takes is a small squabble to split up like a 26-year-old friendship.
I know. Seeing Krogunk and Misty both, go after help go after Brock or whatever was nice. I don't know if you guys saw the Sergi art today that he posted with good. Max. Yeah, with Max and Krogunk and
picture. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. So that just made me remind me. I know he did for Valentine's Day, obviously, but yeah. I honestly didn't really I thought Team Rocket in this episode was just bad, only because they brought a bad plot along with them. I like them doing the whole, selling this stuff for Squirtle, getting the merchandise and stuff, because that's just classic Team Rocket. That's fine, but I didn't really like that it was more of Misty. I'm sorry, not Misty. Jessie. She's the one who instigated the whole, oh, we should stop Ash and Squirtle meeting because that's gonna, get rid of our money thing that we're doing. So it's like, whatever. I really wish we had more interactions though between Squirtle and Charizard and Bulbasaur and stuff. Like, the only time they interacted that they weren't fighting was at the end, like when they were trying to save the building, and then even then that was it. I mean, the whole episode they were fighting, and that was just stupid, I thought. Ash getting recognized as champion at the end was nice though, I guess. Hopefully we see more of that in the series, because I think this is the first time in the series that Ash has seen other people that weren't his companions that recognized him as champion in the series so far. And we're in episode 5, so we'll see what happens after this, I guess. And besides that, Latias appears again, and guess what? They're still here. They're still stalking Ash. Yeah. 5 out of 10. That's it.
Oh, damn. Damn, all right.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then, buddy. Thank you for your score. Let's go to the other cards real quick. Cosmic, you want to go share your thoughts?
Well, doesn't TSS have to go now? Like, he has to leave in like 10 minutes.
I thought it was 30.
20.
Oh, I thought he had to be like...
Okay, you guys are both wrong. It's 20.
Okay.
Oh. Well, does TSS want to go real quick? Just because I don't know.
Just to make sure, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
My thing won't take very long. So this episode was decent. I understood why they did it like this. The Rockets were there to have like the inciting incident, and I understand, because it's been like forever since Zenigame freaking interacted with Satoshi realistically. So it's kind of like, they realistically, if you think about it, it's like he was one of the first to leave for the Johto stuff. So I understand that. And to have him, to have him not, and to have the Rockets essentially cock block him from visiting, that's what ticked him the fuck off. And I would be too. If I haven't seen somebody in fucking 10 years and you just say, yeah, fuck you, you're not gonna fucking see me anymore. Yeah, and then not knowing why, because of course it was out of earshot. I would be fucking pissed off too, honestly. I did like, well, like Emmy said, freaking the Pikachu dressing up to the nines with the Squirrel Squad, with the glass and everything, and then you have everybody with like the glow sticks and everything. That was a cool aesthetic. But yeah, the Rockets were just like a bitch in this. It's like, like why? Like, I mean, okay, I understand this is that. This is what the plot vehicle was, and I'm fine with that. But it's just that, like, dude, like, since we haven't done like the bitchy Rocket thing for a very long time, and it's like, why now? Like, okay, at least it makes the character more than one. It makes the characters more than one dimensional. but still, that was kind of. But yeah, the faces for the faces for Lizard and then freaking Shigidani. By the way, every VA came back again, which is awesome. Just to hear the original VAs back.
So like
for the
Krogunk, the
Pokemon.
line that he did, the one line he had,
Yes,
and everything.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking like for Shigidane, Zenigame, and freaking.
Oh, okay,
Lizard is
yeah.
always there because obviously it's freaking Shinichiro Miki, but it's like to have everybody back, that was cool. Yeah, the Venonat deformed thing bothered me a little bit. That was kind of a very weird animation. It looked like somebody like put him through the freaking put him like a car crusher or something because it was like too thin. Because when it was walking, it was like somebody like squeezed him on the x-axis.
You know what? That's the funniest thing. That Venonat looks 2D, which is so weird to say because the entire show is 2D, but he looks so odd out of the rest.
yeah, it was really interesting.
It's like a paper Venonat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the fire thing was a reference to episode 26 with Erica's gym, and I think that's okay. I think they did it okay. I mean, they actually, to be fair, I mean, having a power line freaking electrocute and then catch fire. I mean that's okay. I mean I'm fine with that. But it was kind of funny though because then the fire just decides to freaking spread to another building. But
I'm very disappointed it didn't do. OG did this a lot wherever danger just happens. They have that very infamous trumpet.
Well, because they didn't play fucking Zettai Zetsume, that's the fucking track. Zettai Zetsume. They didn't play that fucking track. That would have been really nice if they did that, but whatever, we have to deal with the music that we have. Audibly, it was fine. The plot was okay. Like I said, it's decent, but nothing I would write home about. Absolutely ending, definitely episode 12 vibes. As everybody said, having Zenigame like freaking take off the glasses and then just jump and into Satoshi's arms and then leaving. I think that, and then leaving with Junsa, that was great. That was some great stuff. And yeah, the double ownage of Takashi was great. Having Krogan come out and then Kasumi come out as well, doing the double work. That was entertaining as well. Yeah. So, like I said, we're still doing the meta scores here. It was a decent episode. I'll give it a 7.3, and that is my review.
All right, thank you so much, buddy. Okay, now we go to the couch over here with Bella and Cosmic. You want to go share your inputs?
Bella, you're first.
Yeah, Bella. Bella says...
Beep, 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 beep.
That's what Bella sounds like.
I don't know. I thought that's what we established in the beginning.
What the hell are we doing?
I think that was a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, 4 out of 10 for Bella.
I got the fucking episode was so fucking mid.
Where was the shop in that?
Man, it's like peak fiction, more like weak fiction.
Oh. Pokemon aim to be mid.
Oh, shush, don't say that. That'll cancel you, Bella.
Like mids at Pokemon Master.
Yeah, I didn't realize Bella had some pretty fun jokes built in her, bro.
Hot takes.
All right, Cosmic Buddy, you want to go ahead and share your thoughts on the episode?
Yeah. So, well, I mean, you all didn't like it. I personally think it's the best episode of the series.
Oh no!
Oh, that's okay.
It's a good episode.
I mean, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I let you speak. You gotta let me speak. Yeah. Look, it's not a good episode by any means, but it is the best episode so far in this series.
What does this mean?
Well, the series isn't good. That's what it means.
I mean, that's true though. The series isn't good. Let's be honest, guys. It's not.
The series sucks, but this is the best of the worst.
It is, and this is my reasoning for it. And that's because of the fact that this series is supposed to pay homage to something. This is the best tribute episode we have gotten. Silent's episode sucked. Misty's episode wasn't even a tribute episode. It was just a, hey guys, remember Poke shipping? Or let's just have Misty rejoin at the end of it. It wasn't even really a tribute episode. Brock's tribute episode was not even really a tribute episode. He was just like, he somehow went on a downward spiral of just sucking.
Yeah.
But this one like brought back like old Brock. This one brought back the Kanto starter trio, which is like ultimately like what the goal was for this episode. Like this episode actually had a plot that worked for paying a homage to something, and that's what I wanted in this series all along. Like I knew the series was gonna suck. It's people keep on forgetting that this is still Journeys. Like you can't expect much from a Journey series. This is JN 141, guys. In case you guys forgot, like this is not its own series.
Yeah, but it's also last episode of Ash's life.
Who cares?
Everyone, literally everyone.
Yeah, no, you know what? They're just making it easier to let go of the guy. But all I'm saying is if this is supposed to be the last tribute for him, then what it's got to be is a tribute. And this was a tribute episode.
I don't even think it did that well.
I mean, she's right when she says, like, who cares? Because these writers clearly don't care. Because if
The
they cared, they would have
But
made
the writers
they
are
would've
the
made
people who wrote the series since the freaking beginning.
Yeah, but they don't care because this is how they wrote their series. So, like, I can understand where she's coming from, though, in terms of that. Because, like, no, but, like, think about it, right? If this series was good, we wouldn't be, like, complaining about it. We would be, like, praising it. But they're not doing a good job. At all.
Yeah, this sucks.
Like even if you look at the upcoming episodes, like we have like the next episode, which I honestly I actually have hope for the next episode, unlike other people. Most people think it's filler. I actually really love the episodes between Meowth and Pikachu. So I'm excited for next week. But the week after that, we have Lapras, like for just randomly coming back. Honestly, Lapras doesn't need a tribute episode. There's no reason for that. And I love Lapras, and you saying that like actually means it because like I love Lapras. It's one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, including owned by Ash. And then after that we have like what was it? Is it the Team Rocket? No, it's not the Team Rocket. It's the Bayonet episode, which is supposed to just be a filler episode for whatever the series is. And then we got the Team Rocket episode. So we really are gonna have multiple weeks of meaning nothing, and it's just. I don't know, like that's what this episode and it really entails. Like, is this plot good? No, but does it serve its purpose? Absolutely yes. And I feel like the other episodes didn't. Like, I honestly like the Silent episode was an insult. I feel like to Silent, and especially to Brock, who's like, screw being a doctor. I just want to become a simpy chef. That's all he became.
But if that's to be considered, wouldn't the Misty episode then also fall on that boat?
That's what she said.
I don't even really see that as a tribute episode.
Simpy chef, really, let him cook.
the thing is with the Misty episode, all that, like, I would say out of all of them, that one was probably, like, if I had to talk about actual story, was probably the best, but it was only because we got to see Snarky Ash back. As a whole, that episode was incredibly boring and did absolutely nothing.
It's literally the Totodile episode again, just with Clauncher.
Yeah, it wasn't anything interesting. Like, it was a repeat story, which, I mean, if that's what, are they tributing the Totodile episode? Because Totodile was in there? I don't know, but it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
At least this one had some heart in it at the end of it, and, like, I mean, the Power Ranger Squirtles are cool. I thought that was funny.
To me, I think the Misty episode made me laugh more. I don't know if that means anything in the grand scheme of things, but it made me laugh, and I like that.
Also, the difference is
comical, but it still could serve no purpose.
Team Rocket saying they want to eat a Pokemon instead of steal it really threw me off my guard.
I think the difference
in my eyes, if they wanted to do a tribute episode of Misty, they wouldn't have done a repeat plot.
But this technically is a repeat plot,
says
though.
that
this is definitely a repeat plot.
If you're doing a repeat plot as a tribute episode, all that really is saying that you have no ideas for this character, and that is the reason why they're coming back, is specifically for this one plot.
Wait, isn't that the same thing they did in this episode with Squirtle?
No. Was Squirtle a Power Ranger before? No.
No. I'm saying, like, episode. Okay, like, what I compared it to,
Yeah. Go ahead. Emmy, you can name an episode specifically because it looked like you were going to do it. I was just gonna say the layout.
I was just gonna say it was very like reminiscent of like the Journeys episode 30 with Pikachu running away. Like that whole misunderstanding thing.
Yeah, but
it's like to a lesser degree.
I don't see it that way at all.
Lame
like,
misunderstanding breaks up friends that are always friends. I've seen that episode in almost every Pokemon series.
No, to me, like with that episode was about jealousy. Squirtle wasn't jealous. It felt like it was abandoned.
Oh yeah, they make tons of those. That's every Pokemon that fucking Ash has had up to this point.
Name Chikorita.
No, I didn't say it's the exact same. I just said it's like similar to that type.
Yeah.
And I mean, even in that episode, like Pikachu just flat out runs. Like nobody runs away in this episode. And
Squirtle's just mad.
And Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charizard have always had a brotherly relationship where they constantly bicker and argue. So, like, I mean, people keep on saying they weren't together for most of the episode. Like, they were together for most of the episode. Like, from as soon as they got to the hotel, they were together.
Yeah, but they were together, like, fighting, and I'm like...
Yeah, but that was their vibe, even in OG. Like...
No, they're, like, legit fighting. Last time they were fighting, it was, like, a brothers situation, where here...
Yeah, there's a difference between a gesture fight and just a physical, I want to beat your ass right now on the streets fight.
Yeah. I mean, like, Ash has had tons of episodes where his Pokemon get a misunderstanding and fight each other.
Yeah, but I don't see it that way at all. Like, to me, like, that very much is, like, for me in my household, with me having two brothers, like, that's how we fight. Like, my brothers would hit each other and argue with each other, and to me, that is a brotherly relationship.
No, see,
where I've had to be the Pikachu and break it up. Like,
here's the thing, though. Like, you know that, though. That's the thing. Nobody in this episode had any clear idea as to what the hell was going on when Squirtle was going after them, though.
Of course they
Everybody
do, because the people who are watching this...
But the sibling thing makes more sense, because even the trainer himself would be like, oh, that's their usual shtick. Here, it's more so like, nobody knows.
That's like the Chespin and Pancham shit. They fight playfully, because, like, fucking Chespin will eat Pancham's food or some shit, and that's how the fight.
Me, this episode,
that's like a casual fight. This is literally Bulbasaur feels like Squirtle has betrayed his roots. Like, oh, how dare you get so caught up in this Squirtle Squad Power Ranger shit, you forgot your friends. That's more personal. This isn't you ate my food, now I'm gonna use Vine Whip on your ass for a second.
I mean, regardless, guys, like if you like Cosmic, if you like the episode, that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. 100%. Like, if you don't think that, like, I could say it's like that Journeys episode, but if you don't think it's like that, that's completely fine too. And I understand your reasoning for it.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. We're just sharing because obviously we all have some of us have our own siblings, so we have different approaches towards exactly how certain moods kind of feel like when certain situations play out. And to me, I felt a different approach with it, which is why I was a little bit more ticked off with what they went for with this episode. It's still average, but hey, I mean, it's, something. And that's just what I have to say on that. But continuing on, because Cosmic.
Yeah, it's our turn.
Well, I'll just give my rating. I thought it was like an 8, but in terms of, that's in terms of Journey standards. In terms of regular episodes, it is like a 6. But, like, I'm talking Journeys, so it's like an 8.
Oh, so you took the slot for this one.
Well, no, and I said from the beginning, it's a Journeys episode, so you guys gotta stop looking at it as what it is. It's a Journeys episode. It's a good episode for Journeys.
That doesn't mean anything. You graded Journeys.
Sad we have to do that
terribly.
I hate that this is connected to Journeys. Like, I want to tell myself it's not, but honestly it is. Like, 100. They, like, half of the music they use is Journeys. All of the, what's it called? Like, the title card is Journeys.
I'm about to say,
like,
you see that title card, you're like, wait, this is Journeys.
Exactly. Like, so we can't, she's right. We can't ignore it.
But she gave Journeys bad reviews as well, too.
Yeah, but it's on a
JN
Journey
episode
scale.
141. That's literally what it is. This is a spin-off series for Journeys. It's just like the Legends Arceus series, where it's part of Journeys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it technically is Goggled. Yeah, it is technically part of Journeys.
Yeah. Like it even uses the same font logo and everything from Journeys, and just simply adds a subtitle at the bottom.
If they didn't want it to be Journeys, they would have had Ash in like a whole different outfit. They would have had nothing to do with Journeys. This would have been like
completely separate. But the fact that the first episode is like, yeah, so Ash just left Go. It's like, okay. Yeah.
I wish he had pants. That's all I cared about.
Same.
But Journeys fucking sucked. Well, yeah, but it is still part of Journeys.
Still part of it, though.
And that's what makes me sad with this finale. It stuck to the JN series, and we know how JN is. So, well, at least in our opinions, anyway. So yeah. All right. Well, anything else you wanted to add, Cosmic? Out of curiosity.
Oh, guys, I have a completely random thing. If I want me to bring that up.
Sure.
Okay, guys, a new dating sim just came out. It's called Take Me or Leave Me, and you date a plant. It's free.
What?
It's a browser game, and I highly recommend it.
Shit.
I love it. I was playing it into my phone.
Oh, were you? Because that's what I've been doing.
Did that plant just talk to me? And more
Are you
importantly,
you're
why
wondering
is it
why I was
Monstera?
quiet?
I'm dating the Monstera.
I've been wondering why I was quiet. That's
I've
why.
been dating the Monstera.
Oh my god, I'm done.
Oh, shit. Y'all need to understand.
You know what? Just play that tomorrow for Valentine's Day, KG. Plant Simulator. You're playing.
Oh man, I don't know how to make a 15-minute session into. Oh, well, it does have 6 different endings. So I mean,
It does. Oh,
I'm
boy.
done.
yeah, I technically
Let's
could.
go.
Yeah, let's go. All right. Well, we'll figure it out in due time. All right. First off, Cosmic, thanks for sharing your review, and also thank you for sharing your random recommendation for a sim game for Valentine's Day. I mean, Palentine's Day. I'm sorry.
Valentine's Day too.
To who?
Well, to Emmy and myself and
me.
Bella, with the 3 gals at the thing.
Oh, you said Galentine's. Okay.
Yeah, men don't matter.
No, there.
guys
Valentine's
had
happened
yesterday.
the day
It was
before.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, we
It's
did.
not my fault that you didn't
Yeah,
celebrate
look
your
at-
own day.
Look at like
We had
that's
Super Bowl. That's what it was.
Yeah, but that tells you something when the guys didn't even fucking notice it. That proves how much of an impact. That's kind of like the Mother's Day syndrome, where Mother's Day moms get like the best gifts in mankind, and Father's Day the guys get like a fucking tie and a pen.
I like free shit, so I'm happy with that.
What if it's a cool pen? You know, fun cool
I got a
pens
pen at
are?
work the other day that said I'm useful.
Okay.
I'm not joking. I did. I'll find it. I think it's around here somewhere.
No
It says,
cap, bro.
oh, it says you're dependable. Is what
I
they
hate
gave me.
all of that.
I love that. That sounds like my humor. I love it.
No, I'm sad it doesn't say I'm useful.
Dean, I wanted it to just say I'm useful. That was clear to me.
Hold on. I think I made. I'll send you guys a picture whenever I find it.
Literally say you're useful. And I wanted them to throw. Yeah, I wanted them to throw it at you like, here's a fucking pen, Dean.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I wasn't even for me. I found it randomly laying around in my area, and I just picked it up. I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'll take this."
So you're not even dependable. You're just resourceful.
Wait, it's in my. I have it here. I just picked it up. Okay, I have it. I found it. Here, I'll send it to you. I'll send you guys.
I just want a pen that says you exist.
Exist.
Oh lordy. Good God. What the hell was any of this? I loved every minute of it. All right then.
Yeah, we're done. All right. Bye. No,
Yeah, exactly.
Tyrone.
We're done. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Tyrone, you got the last seat, buddy. I'll pass it on to you now.
Okay,
Let's wrap it up.
This episode, Jesus Christ. So,
Thank you.
for those of y'all who don't know, we had 2 reaction nights, mine and KG's. So on Friday, I did a reaction night, and then on Saturday, KG did his reaction night. So you got 2 versions. And at first, I did like the episode, and then Emmy talked, and now
What?
What
What does that mean?
and I'm seriously rethinking what the fuck.
What? Did I do this? Did I cause problems? I'm sorry.
You pointed out a lot of things that made my brain go, you know what? She right.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
This girl's spitting.
Was I baking today? Oh,
This girl's baking.
Yo, this girl's bacon.
Who let her bake?
No, I just like this girl's bacon because it can be taken out of context. Why is she bacon? No, she's actual bacon, the pork stuff. But no, this girl's bacon. But no, seriously, I really stopped and thought about it. And it's like, I was like, this episode is just a nice reunion episode for the Kanto trio. then I looked at the cracks slowly starting to like grow. I'm like, oh, you remember that? Like, remember Mario 64 when there's a picture of Peach, and then like the more you run up to it, it turns into Bowser. It was like that. It was like that, and then you fall through a hole. But yeah, I looked, and the first thing that struck me was that whole Venonat thing that KG pointed out. Because it made me think, I was like, wait a minute, Trace, 2/3 of Tracy's team were bug-type Pokemon. Why is she not tripping then? And then, I don't like when Pokemon, like, this is going to be a shout out to Polly and Cosmic because they like Johto. And Kanto does this too. I like when Pokemon has Ash do little steps. Just very little things to help, like, add to the world around us. I don't like that Ash had Bulbasaur and Charizard just on standby conveniently for this episode. I kind of wish that he went to, it's like, oh, Squirtle's in town? Hold on, I'll be right back. And then Brock and Misty are like, where are you going, Ash? He goes to the Pokemon Center, and then he gets them from the computer or something. I would have liked to see that. I like when you can see every step of the way. It makes you feel, it's just like when he transitioned his old Kanto Pokemon out for his new Johto team. He didn't just conveniently switch in and switch out. What he would do is he would be like, hey, Professor, how's it going? And he'd be like, what do you need, Ash? And like, can I borrow Noctowl for a second? And then they'll swap it out, and you can see him with Noctowl. You can see every step of the way. It made you feel like it was you were a part of what Ash is doing. Where here it's just like, oh, I just happen to have Charizard and Bulbasaur here right now. So you just knew you were going to walk.
I want to see how many Pokeballs he has underneath his jacket. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, so you just knew you were going to be in a town that had Squirtle in it. Like, it feels a little too convenient that you just had them on hand. I would have liked it better if you had went back to the computer to get Charizard and Bulbasaur rather than just have them on immediate standby. And I don't know, it kind of bugged me. I saw this at the very end of the episode, and my brain was thinking, why not use that as the better plot? So at the end of the episode, the kids notice that Ash is the champion, and they like bombard him. And in my brain, I'm thinking, wait a minute, we have a very rare opportunity here. Ash is famous, and so is Squirtle. They're both under like this level of recognition now as being big stars at what they do. Why not have the misunderstanding bloom from both sides so it doesn't seem so one-sided? Squirtle gets taken away by Team Rocket because Team Rocket is like marketing off of Squirtle's fame. Meanwhile, Ash can't get next to Squirtle because kids are bombarding him with autographs and wanting to touch Pikachu and shit like that. And thus they both believe that every time they try to meet each other, they get separated by the other. And thus the animosity blooms from there. But it brings them together when a crisis shows up, aka the building exploding. I think that would have been a better way to glue these two plots together. Here, we just get Squirtle being too big for his britches, one misunderstanding, the Squirtle squad trying to get understanding, Squirtle himself not wanting understanding because he's jumped to conclusions, not giving Ash, Ash, the longest trainer he's had in his life, a chance to really explain himself. And then Charizard and Bulbasaur having an immediate fight with Squirtle, even though they've been friends for 26 plus years. But this small little thing is enough to break up their friendship. It just feels very extremely one-sided. It feels like Team Rocket made this all very convenient, and they weren't even consistent. Like what TSS said, one moment they're capitalizing on Squirtle's fame. The next moment they're shooting a net to try to capture the Pokemon, only to immediately blast it off right after that. Only to show up at the end of it. What the fuck are they doing with them? Like the writers didn't know if they wanted to make Team Rocket like petty, evil, or a distraction. And it feels like they just made them all three. And I'm just like, I don't know. And then by the time Charizard and Bulbasaur and Squirtle get along, the episode's over. We don't get any real moments with them together. They're like, hey, we're finally get together. We finally get to meet each other. Okay, time to leave. Say, yeah. Okay. Well, shit, that lasted all of 2 seconds. And then Squirtle gets his little hug in. And now for this one, I'm also gonna veer towards what Polly said. I'm using my inner Polly for this one. While I do think the XY music was okay, I actually liked the idea that they would use Kanto music like they did with the Misty episode. For me, like what Polly said, if you're really trying to show like tribute to something, the best way to do it is to try to have the episode have as much of a vibe of the what you're referencing as much as possible. And the best way to do that would have been to use more Kanto music. Like I said, that trumpet piano thing that boom when the building catches on fire, and then like the like that whole moment where the building catches on fire. Hell, I was even expecting burning fucking battlefield when Ash commanded Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charizard. Think how cool that would have been to listen to burning battlefield again. Also, it also weirds me out that Brock didn't help take the fire out, or at least like evacuate the citizens or something. God, like, come on, Brock, what are you doing, buddy? Like nothing.
Nope.
Yeah, nah, just and then Latias was there. I didn't give a shit about Latias. Yeah, a lot of it was just it. The more I looked at this episode, the more it felt like there were bits and pieces of Kanto in there, lightly glazed over by like journey shit, and it didn't work out. And I'm sorry, Cosmic. I know it's journeys. I know. But like they went out of their way to advertise this as Ash's final chapters. They put in all that work.
To me, I didn't write it.
They glued in all. I'm saying I'm apologizing to you because the reason my standards are high is gonna be because they advertised it themselves. Ash's final chapters. They made the big deal out of it, not me. They're the ones that are hyping it up as, oh, Ash is going to meet all his old friends and buddies and wrap it up. And I'm like,
but they never said it was going to be good.
Oh, Pokemon, you're doing this. You could have easily just ended it at Journeys and we would have been fine. But no, you're doing this. All right. If that's what you want. But for you saying Ash's final chapters, yes, I'm dead serious. The goddamn advertising title is what I'm gonna rate it on because that's what you gave me. Like, if you're gonna give me that, then I gotta grade it as that. Look, I kind of have no choice. Like, it's Ash's final chapter, so my brain's going, okay, that means everything Ash has done up to this point, right? It has to be. You don't use final for no reason. You use final because it's the finale. They never said, oh, Ash's final moments in XY, or Ash's final moments in Sun and Moon, or Ash's final moments in the others, because that wasn't the end of his journey. He still had more shit to do. Now we got his final chapter, so I gotta grade it as that, and I'm sorry. This episode did the bare minimum. I will agree with Cosmic on this point, though. It is the best, like, let's pay homage episode, but at this point, what is that bar? I think that bar is underground at this point. Like that bar is so incredibly low. Anything can pass it up. Like it's sad. It's just, I don't know. To me, I looked at it and I did enjoy it for the time that we had it. I think just afterwards when I looked at it again, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought this was gonna be better than I thought it'd be, and it's not. I guess it was charming. I don't know, man. I'll give it a 5. Fuck it.
Oh, damn.
I really wanted to give this episode a better score. I did. I left it after the first reaction thinking, I had a good time. And then I looked at it further and I'm like, now hold on. Hold on. There's problems and I'm looking at them. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, it was nice seeing Squirtle again, but I mean, how many times have we seen Squirtle? I feel like Squirtle's other returns have been better. Like in Johto, when he had returned in the Johto League, and he came up like Squirtle was able to like have precision with his water gun now, and it was like Squirtle shot like a shotgun now instead of like a spray of water because he did firefighting training. Or like the time in Battle Frontier when he showed up, and I think he beat. Didn't Squirtle beat one of Brandon's Pokemon, or helped beat it?
I don't remember.
I know Charizard fucking lost. Like, what the fuck? He beat Ninjask. Okay, yeah, so he beat Ninjask. All right, there you go. So yeah, I don't know. His other returns felt like they were better. Plus, that was a two-parter, so we got to at least see Squirtle like longer. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Squirtle did a better job showing up in other series. Yeah, 5 out of 10. This one, I don't know. Shout outs to Pink Squirtle. That Squirtle was dabbing. I can't even get mad at that.
Yeah, who's your favorite Squirtle Ranger? Let's go.
Yeah, oh yeah, Pink Squirtle. Dabbing on him. Dabbing on him.
Pink. Yep.
Yeah.
Dab on him, dab on him.
Yeah. But yeah, I think 5 out of 10. There's nothing else to really like think about or comment on. Didn't Ash break out a tiny little water hose and thought that would do it?
Yeah, it did. It did things.
Yeah.
It did do things.
Keeping with OG tradition, something caught on fire. Yeah. Woo! Can't have an OG episode without something getting fucking destroyed.
I'm just waiting for it to be like ridiculous levels of this things getting on fire, like just randomly out of nowhere, like a water bottle just gets on fire for no reason or some shit. Like it's just ridiculous.
The swimming pool is on fire. I can't tell you how wrong that is.
But yet somehow this feels so right.
The ocean's on fire. Wait.
Oil Ocean Zone.
It weirded me out that Psyduck can use water attacks, by the way. I want to point that out. Psyduck's never been able to do it. I kind of would have liked the joke where she has all her water Pokemon out and she tells them to use their water attacks, and Psyduck is about to do it and then tilts his head and just falls over, and Misty does like the like Psyduck is still incompetent.
Okay. But the fact that it was actually competent, well, I mean that's character development, no?
Yeah, but then you do character development but sacrifice Psyduck's best aspect. Psyduck is a comic relief character, not really a character.
I mean, it served its purpose when it needed to. I'm just trying to find some sort of answer, that's all.
He used it before in Sun and Moon when they were training with Lana and Mallow? Really? Do you remember that? I don't remember.
I remember Misty did fight Mallow and Lana. And I think the joke there was that when they kept damaging Psyduck, it used its psychic attacks to defeat them, that's the joke. The joke is Psyduck seems like it sucks in battle, but if you beat it up enough, then it'll turn the tables to use its psychic attacks. But in any other situation, it's useless. It was basically Ash and Co's Deus Ex Machina Pokemon. Psyduck's role as the Deus Ex Machina Pokemon got replaced by Togepi when Misty had Togepi because it would just use Metronome in random spots. So, I don't know. For Psyduck to just be weirdly competent, I didn't know how to roll with it.
All right. Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys say we wrap things up then for tonight?
Yeah, and I'm also done with my stuff, so I'm back.
Hey, let's go. Look at that. Perfect timing for everybody.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
So if people did not get the memo. So I am not going to be here for the next 3 weeks after on Sunday. So I'll still be here for this week, but pods, I won't be here for the regular interim for the next 3 weeks. Definitely not on. Yeah, let me see. Let me just do the math here. Yeah, not going to be here for next week for sure because I'm going to be traveling. Yeah, I'm going to be on the airplane in the air, so I'm not going to be on there.
Who the fuck else would the airplane be?
You're back a month from now then, because then it would be the 13th, right?
Yeah, because on the 6th I'm coming back, but I'm arriving at 9 p.m. on the 6th. So I'm going to be dead. And yeah, so there's no way. But maybe a cameo on the 27th, who knows, but aside from that, not next week and not on the 6th. Also, let me see if I have anything else coming up. But this is not the time. If I do any live streams and the second week, so not this week and the next week, you'll find me on my Twitter. That's what we're doing.
I'll be in an airplane underground.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wait,
be in an
what?
airplane. I'm gonna be in an airplane and praying to God that JFK doesn't fucking delay the flight by like more than 3 hours. Because they've been doing that, and I'm not liking it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
indeed.
fingers crossed that doesn't happen, buddy.
Yeah, I'm hoping maybe at the most I'll get delayed like an hour. So yeah, we'll see.
Fingers crossed then, buddy.
Yeah,
Fingers
indeed.
crossed indeed. All right then. So now let's go and wrap things up for tonight. Why don't we then, peeps?
Let's go.
Okay, ladies and gents, thank you guys so much for joining us in tonight's session of the PokéPod Masters podcast. We hope you lovelies enjoyed. I'm going to go back and play some video games now after this session is done. Going to go play more of Goddess of Victory. Been loving that shoot 'em game on the mobile devices.
Nice.
And
I got to do my dailies, yeah.
yeah, got to do your dailies for the other gotchas. Never forget that. Kaga's gonna go watch paint dry. I wish you the best of luck, buddy. I don't know if you're doing that in real life or in a video game, but I hope you have a fun time regardless. So tune in tomorrow, ladies and gents. Same channel as usual for more random shenanigans from me, my other buddies as well, throughout their respective channels. Make sure to follow them all on their respective Twitter accounts as well, so you can follow them and be notified whenever they do go live on stream. Make sure to follow us here on twitch.tv/KGPrestige to keep up to date with the PokéPod Masters podcast every Mondays nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we hope you guys had a wonderful time tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed the shenanigans, and we hope you guys tune in next week to see what other silly shenanigans we have planned to discuss with all of you. Until then, everybody, we'll talk with all you lovelies later in whatever video we make. Take care, everyone, and as always, have yourselves a wonderful night. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wash your fucking hands.